I don't care if you're mad that Snoop Dogg smoking that icky ooh wee. Hit me with that dank shit. This is Black and Black Times Infinity coming to you live and direct from the stack. Smoking out fan with that dank shit. On my far left, mixing up on ones and twos is Chronos.
Do you really wanna taste
it? And the oldest in the world, old ninja.
You know what time it is? It's pudding time.
It's pudding time. Right.
Wait, are you
pudding
talking about
time.
like Bill Cosby type pudding or not?
Anytime's pudding time. Oh yeah.
We are back up in this once again. Wednesday night, 8:30 CP time.
8:30-ish, you know?
Yeah, 8:30-ish.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's...
You usually have the stats for us.
That I do. Listener of the week would be, it's funny, it's near my name, Risan. Thank you very much for listening. Definitely appreciate it. First in the chat is, I don't see anybody yet. So, I think somebody's watching, but I can't really tell. It's hard sometimes.
It's a man.
Okay, yeah, I'm double checking to see if we are live.
Oh, we definitely are live. I can. Sorry, I messed up the screen.
I don't see anyone. No one's commented yet. So.
All right, all good.
I'll comment in there. Hi, people. All right, oh Ninja. You usually have some old liquor poured out for somebody we lost this week.
Yeah. Going pour out. I was going with some Old English, sort of. Going to pour out some Old English for Ivan Reitman, legendary film director and producer, whose mother was an Auschwitz concentration camp survivor, and his father was a freedom fighter during World War II. He grew up in Canada after his parents immigrated there. He was made famous when he was producer on the film National Lampoon's Animal House in 1978. He went on to direct the movie Meatballs in 1979, and then he continued to produce and direct films. Films he directed were Stripes, Ghostbusters, Twins, Ghostbusters 2, Kindergarten Cop, Dave, Jr., 6 Days, 7 Nights, Evolution, My Super Ex-Girlfriend, and No Strings Attached. Those are films he's probably most noted for. And then he was producer on certain films that I wasn't aware of, such as Old School, Euro Trip and Road Trip, Space Jam, I Love You Man, and Up in the Air, which was directed by his son and was an Academy Award nominated film. In Ghostbusters Afterlife, which was his final film as a producer, and he was also a stand-in actor in the movie. The sequel to Twins, which is titled Triplets, was set to film last month with Ivan Reitman to direct the sequel, but the project may be on hold or in limbo at the moment. He died in his sleep at his home in Montesino, California, at the age of 75.
I think I saw somewhere that that Kevin Hart and The Rock want to try to recreate the Twin movie, because I think the original one was with Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
So I guess instead their long lost brother was casted to be Tracy Morgan. So he was supposed to be in the film. He was supposed to be the triplet. So we'll see what happens. I don't know if they started filming or postponed filming or will continue to postpone filming. There's not a whole lot that I saw. I mean, everyone kept reporting the same thing. They're supposed to film in January. They don't know where they're at with it now. So to me, Ivan Reitman was a hilarious guy. I've seen him in a couple of interviews, like candid interviews. He had a great sense of humor. He was all about, kind of shooting at the hip. Like, we'll just go for it and we'll edit it and make it cohesive kind of thing. He let Bill Murray, like, off the range, do what he wanted to, filmed it and then just edit it later instead of just trying to, like, be, like, micromanaging or whatever. So they're all good friends, and they all made, in my opinion, a lot of great work. I think Ivan Reitman understood comedy a lot. I mean, as he got older, I think like the times kind of changed, so that his humor might have waned a little bit. But I mean, some of the movies he produced were still crazy and funny. So he was. I like most of his body of work I've probably seen, except for Dave. I think Dave's the only movie I haven't seen by him.
I don't think I've seen that one either.
Dude, I watched Ghostbusters Afterlife recently, and that movie was really good. I mean, it's way better than that crappy one they released a couple years ago. I don't want to even bring up the name of it, but I mean it's Ghostbusters, but I had no choice.
No, I'm all dude. It's called Ghostbusters.
But no, like the new version, like they continued from the Ghostbuster 1 and Ghostbuster 2, and like they did a really good job of kind of tying it all together. And just the sheer like what's it called, the call out to the guy who played
Egon.
Speakman, yeah, Egon, because I was like, why is this guy not like talking, and like why is he a ghost? And I like looked him up. Oh no, at the end they say in memory of the actor who played Egon.
Yeah,
I was like, shit, he passed away. I was like,
he passed away in 2014.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Yeah, he's been gone for a while.
But sorry, spoiler, he's in the movie.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is that this movie really showed that the other like not good Ghostbusters movie, it had nothing to do with the fact that it was just women, because one of the main characters in Afterlife is a girl, and she's like really quirky, and
yeah,
it was still really well done. I think that people get caught up on the fact that people don't watch it because it's women. No, like if you write a shitty movie, it doesn't matter who. There's plenty of shitty movies that are male leads, probably way more that are male led movies, but people have the capacity to want female characters in these movies. It's just you need to write them well. And I don't know who the actress is, what her name is, but I think she did a really good job of playing this sort of like androgynous female character, and she's like super nerdy and quirky, and just like it's kind of funny like how like kind of weird she is, but she's very likable like as a character.
So
what's
I wanted
cool
to
is that,
point out.
sorry, like the actress, the little girl who plays the female in Ghostbusters Afterlife. I was like, this girl looks so familiar. She's actually from Girl Meets World. She played
familiar, yeah.
She plays the little son's kind of next door neighbor girlfriend or whatever. Or no, wait, was it Girl Meets World or was it Fuller House? I think it was Fuller House. I like to look it up again. I think it might have been Fuller House.
Well, a blue kind of sidestep before I could point it out, but that she is a girl, not a woman, because she's like a middle schooler, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because her brother's in high school and she's in like 8th grade or something. But she's basically like, she's pretty much the lead in the film.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of split between her and her mom and then the brother. Like the brother does not have as much screen time as the young daughter. I mean, the mom kind of does in the very beginning, but then it like totally leaves the mom at work and it focuses on the young girl. So, but I mean, the movie's written well. I mean, I think the focuses shift when it needs to at the correct time and brings in into the overall story. And I enjoyed the film immensely because there was a lot of callbacks, but there was some new stuff to it too. There's enough new. The love, it kind of gives you that nostalgia feeling if you've seen the original that Cobra Kai does, because the way Cobra Kai treats Mr. Miyagi is the way that Ghostbusters treat Egon Spengler, and it's beautiful.
So yeah, the little girl was in. She was on Fuller House. She plays the youngest son's like not love interest, but like his little female friend, basically.
For sure.
Yeah, this is a great movie.
All right, real quick. Once again, still Black History Month. So, another book recommendation that I just finished today. It's called Stride Towards Freedom, the Montgomery story, and it is the first book in the King Legacy series of books, and it's written by Dr. Martin Luther King. It's this book is about his him basically getting together the bus boycotts in Montgomery, and it's a really good book. Like I didn't understand as much as this goes into like way more of like why MLK was so into nonviolence and like who inspired him, who was Mahatma Gandhi, and like his thoughts on like why we should push for nonviolence instead of using violence, and him basically breaking it down of if you do violence upon another person that does violence upon you, you just bring in more violence into the world. And he chose to do nonviolence to uplift the people that were doing violence upon our people, to basically save them from being evil, and to help them with themselves, and by not putting this negative energy, into the world in response to this negativity towards us. And I Obviously I knew about the whole nonviolent thing, but I didn't understand like his whole thinking when it came to that. And this book does a really good job on like really breaking that down. So I highly recommend the book.
And I actually have a couple of Black History fun facts for you. So the first one, actually, I have two of them. The first one is Harriet Tubman's real name is actually Araminta Rose.
Huh.
She married later on in life to what's his name, John Tubman, and that's where she got the last name Tubman. But yeah, that
Tubman.
was her. Tubman.
You sound like you say
Tubman.
Tubman. I keep thinking
Yeah.
tug like a tug job. I'm like, hold on, that's not right.
But
all right.
it looks like
Just gonna go
she
there.
took her. It's a combination of her mother's name and her husband's last name. Is where you get Harriet Tubman. And then another fun fact. So I actually saw this on. If you haven't seen it yet, Jordan Peele just dropped a trailer for a new movie. A new horror movie called Nope, which is it's a great fucking name for a movie, especially if you got black people in there. But it starts off with them talking about how like the first film ever, or the first quote film, has a black man riding on a horse. And I was like, wait, what? Is that true? And the little, it's like a 3-second film, and it's called The Horse in Motion. And the black guy riding the horse. So it actually took me a while to try to find the name. Like look, I was able to find the name of the owner of the horse, the name of the fucking horse. I found out where they filmed this at. This actually was filmed in the Bay Area. It was filmed at a ranch in Menlo Park. But everything kind of happened at Stanford University. Like, I guess with everybody planning. Like, I found out all that information, but it was so hard to find the name of the writer. But apparently his name is, well, there's two names that came up. It's either it's C. Dom, Domm, or it's C. Martin. I don't know which one is his name, but like, yeah. So that kind of a famous film of a guy riding, of a horse trotting. It's basically what the photographer was trying to do, was trying to prove that a horse, all their feet leave the ground when they're running, and so he basically set up 12 cameras to take a picture of a horse as it was running by, and the guy who was riding the horse was a black gentleman. Just a little fun fact.
I guess keeping it kind of nerdy. I've been hearing about this, but the fervor around this kind of died. But it was a comic book series along the line of I guess kind of craziness, but I think it's kind of fun. It basically turns Harriet Tubman into how should I say, like a supernatural fighter. So basically, Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer, which is a comic book series, which was also a Kickstarter back in 2017. That's when it was originally published. It's got a pretty high rating, but it's kind of weird to. I've seen it once, and I've only seen like one copy, but apparently it's like really entertaining. I don't know. I haven't had a chance, but if anybody's read it, let us know, or let me know at the Old Ninja on Twitter. Let me know if you read this and this is any good. But I kind of like the films. Like if anybody's seen Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, with, I mean it sounded ridiculous, but I mean come on, when you're gonna watch this film, Abe Lincoln as a vampire hunter, you should know what to expect. But the movie tries to be kind of serious, and I give them credit. I mean it's kind of fun. But
that's kind of like
Anthony Mackie is like Abraham's like right hand man, and Harriet Tubman's in it, and she's not surprised by like vampires, so pretty interesting.
That's what didn't they also do like what's it, Love, Prejudice, and Zombies? Didn't they do like
So
a twist in that story?
Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies, which is also based. Both of these films are based off of books, and Prodigy and I actually met a couple of the actors from the film briefly because I had no idea who they were. And we were sharing the same hotel as them, so it was pretty funny. We're like riding the elevator with like TV movie stars. We're like, who the hell is this person? So it's pretty interesting. I haven't seen Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies, but I've seen Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, which I think is like a fun kind of supernatural twist to it. It's not super cheesy. It's actually not that cheesy. It feels like it should be, but it's not.
What's kind of funny that if I remember correctly, when Abraham Lincoln, the Vampire Slayer, came out, it came out around the same time the movie Abe came out. So I think I was a little bit confused. Like, Wait, is this a zombie movie or is this a biblical movie? Not biblical. A
Historical
biography.
film?
There you go.
So,
I was gonna say biography.
Blue, I did
What can I say,
a little bit of research, and the guy's name is G Dom.
G Dom.
Yeah, I'm looking at a bunch of .orgs and stuff and
Oh yeah.
and
Sorry,
.edus.
on here it does say G Dom, not C Dom.
Okay.
C Dom. Yeah. But like, what's G for? I mean, I guess it's a G thing, baby.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, this is in 1878. What it
Yeah.
was? Jesus.
In Palo Alto, at a Palo Alto racetrack.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, it's funny because Lucasfilm did the same thing with motion blur. They filmed a dog running to see how its legs move when it's running, so they can try to do motion better. So, but they use kind of the same technique, just a better camera.
Dude, there's a documentary on Netflix I think about that talked about that, where like a company, it was for Jurassic Park. For Jurassic Park. For some reason I thought about theme park all of a sudden, but no, there was a movie called Jurassic Park. Like the guys who created the dinosaur running used some like newfangled dangle way of motion capturing that didn't look, because the problem with like CGI and animation when things are moving is that you don't get that blur, like it's too crisp and like clear. Where this company was able to figure out like, okay, this is what it looks like when the leg moves. Like there's a frame that will be out of focus but then back in focus. So they were able to figure that out. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, see, when Lucasfilm or ILM first did it, they didn't have like the CGI technology was still kind of like in its infancy. So I can see why revisiting it and refining it makes sense. But it's funny to me that technique from so far back is still used with just better equipment.
Yeah. Well, since I kind of brought up the movie trailer for Nope, have you guys seen the trailer yet?
Yeah. I'm just
I
like,
did.
looks like aliens. Nope.
Yeah. So what was there like a teaser and then a full trailer? Because what I saw, I watched during the Super Bowl and I felt like it didn't give me enough. So I have no idea what the hell was happening.
There's definitely a full trailer.
Some dude got pulled off the ground and
Yeah, there's definitely a full trailer.
Okay, I saw
like
Steven Yeun wearing a cowboy hat. That was cool.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, I guess Jordan Peele's kind of got like well, I was gonna say he's got a running thing where he uses one-worded titles, but that's not true because there was Get Out, and that's 2 words, unless you hyphenate it. But because he had Get Out, he's got Us. What other movie?
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah. Nope. But yeah, this one. It's just the fact that it's called Nope and it has mainly a black cast, because usually like there's like a running gag that like a black person will see something and be like, nope, I'm not here, let's leave or whatever. But it looks, I don't know, this looks good, and once again he uses like some good music to kind of have the trailer go along, because with Get Out, This Is Us, and Us, he used I Got 5 on it, and somehow he made that song into a horror theme, which was great. But yeah, with this one, it looks, I don't know what the hell's going on. Is there's aliens, or like is it another dimension? Like their fools are flying in the air, fucking lights and shit are like bending over. Like this is some sci-fi freaky shit that he's working on. It's 100%. I'm digging it.
It's 100% shit that black folks don't fuck with.
That's all bad.
How can I make a movie that's really scare black folks?
So I mean, this is not to be confused with the trailer from the Grindhouse film. Nope. Because if you've ever seen Grindhouse, the full version of it, there's a trailer for a movie called Nope.
Oh,
that's true.
It's actually pretty funny though.
That was a great. I love that. What was the one in Grindhouse? The one with where's the driver? What's the name of that one?
The Death Proof.
Oh,
yeah,
Death Proof.
Yeah, that was such a great movie. That dude played. He was such a great actor.
Come on, man! You knew the only reason you liked this movie because Rosario's in it.
Yeah, but I mean the acting of what's the guy's name? I forget his name off the top of my head.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah, Kurt Russell.
Stunt driver.
Yeah, that's like that's really like his acting in that was like top notch.
Wasn't Machete like one of the little like?
Yeah, it's a trailer. It's a trailer.
Yeah, the trailer in there, but it was so popular that they actually made I guess they made 2 movies. But
they made 2 movies.
Then they made a movie off it. I want to say there was another. I think was there another one that they were going to make an actual movie off of that like people liked?
So the end of part 2 is supposed to be Machete in space, and so you kind of get that in Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
So, but it's not really the same. But I just thought it's hilarious that Charlie Sheen was president and he has to fight Danny Trejo, which I thought was awesome. Awesome shit.
Yeah.
So
All
What
right.
was the other like trailer movie they had on there for
they
like
had
what's
to,
coming up
they
right now?
had Thanksgiving where some serial killers like killing people during Thanksgiving. It was actually pretty. It's a raunchy trailer, but it was also kind of funny at the same time.
The other one, the
Yeah.
other movie was Planet Terror, and
Oh yeah.
what's name had that machine gun leg.
Oh, Rose McGowan.
Yeah,
That's
where she
crazy.
went crazy.
Damn. Sure.
All right,
But
I was like
speaking
like
of the
movies
Super
like that.
Bowl, did y'all watch any of the Super Bowl stuff this past Sunday?
No, and
I
this
watched
is
that halftime show.
yeah, this is the first time I actually didn't watch any of the Super Bowl like in a long
At all?
time.
Not even the halftime show?
I watched the halftime show afterwards,
Oh,
a day or so afterwards, maybe 2 days afterwards.
okay.
So the halftime show was fucking dope.
Hmm.
So, but it's also is geared towards our generation. So
Very true.
Actually, oh Ninja, that movie you mentioned, Nope, like the one that's the trailer. What's the name? It's actually called Don't.
Oh, it's called Don't. I thought it was
Yeah, it's
okay.
called Don't.
My bad. Yeah, Don't Open the Door. That's right.
Yeah,
Keep thinking it's called Nope because there's yelling. But yeah, that's awesome.
yeah. I didn't watch the Super Bowl. I just watched the halftime show, but I watched it later on YouTube.
Hmm. No, I watched it live. I actually watched the whole thing live.
I
Well,
haven't seen any of the commercials either.
I saw a ton of commercials. There's some pretty good ones. Like Jim Carrey returns as the cable guy for like
Oh shit!
for one of the cable companies. It's actually pretty funny. The one where Arnold Schwarzenegger is Zeus. They actually had a poster. It's him as Zeus. So it looks like a movie, but it's him and Salma Hayek, where she plays Hera.
Oh,
It's
I
hilarious.
saw that
Yeah,
one.
it's promoting a electric vehicle. It was pretty awesome. It was a pretty funny commercial.
I saw the one with Doctor Evil.
I missed part
That
of it.
one's
I saw
funny.
bits and pieces.
I
I
thought
heard
it's on
everyone's
YouTube,
cracking
man.
up. I know everything's on YouTube now, but I wanted to see that one live or whatever.
Well, like they brought back most of the cast too, like which was fucking hilarious. Cause is it Steph Green? Is that his name?
Yeah, Seth Green.
Yeah, he plays
Scott.
his son again, and but he's older, and now he has a kid. It's fucking funny.
Scott Evil. That's awesome.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny like the way that Mike Myers just fell off the planet because he made it was like a couple bad movies in a row. One was like really bad and also like kind of super racist. The Indian one, the Guru,
Oh,
like replays
yeah,
it. I was
God,
like, man, that was really bad.
that
He
was
should have
really
passed
bad.
that one by.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, he's in Inglorious Bastards for like maybe 6 minutes, and then I never saw him again.
Yeah, but that dude was like in like the late '90s, early 2000s. He was like the dude, the funny guy. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he
up
was like, he did the voice of Shrek and like these all these other different roles, but like yeah, he definitely fell off after the Guru came out.
Yeah, Austin Powers was like the epitome of like everything he was doing. I guess he's in Bohemian Rhapsody. I guess I have no idea who he is in that.
Well, yeah,
Oh, he
he's an
plays
ancillary character, but yeah,
Uh,
he plays one of the producers, the one that turned them down, that turned down Queen to
yeah.
play Rhapsody on the radio. He's like, what? The song is like 5 minutes long. We don't do that. And so
Yeah.
he passed on it, and
Yeah.
like that was the biggest mistake of his life. But what's so funny is since in Wayne's World they play that song, and so like it's kind of like I don't know, it's kind of meta for them to do that for him to play somebody who passed down Bohemian Rhapsody, even though he loved that song in Wayne's World.
yeah, The Love Guru. This is the film. This was back in 2008, and then he's in Inglorious Bastards for like 6 minutes, and everything else is like nothing. I mean, there's Shrek Forever After, but that was the last Shrek film. And then there's like a couple like
Small roles.
yeah, small Shrek stuff like a Shrek Halloween special and Donkey's Christmas, Shrek's Yule Log, Shrek's Thrilling Tales. Yeah,
Damn.
it's all Shrek stuff. Except for
Riding that
like
Shrek
yeah.
dick.
So, I mean, it is what it is.
But
Maybe
let's
we'll
get
see
to
an upsurge.
let's get to the nitty gritty. Did you guys watch the Super Bowl halftime show?
Yeah, well, I think we covered that part, but not in
Cronus,
depth.
did you watch it?
They have to, yeah, afterwards, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So what was your guys' thought on it? Because I mean, I have my opinions.
I
but-
mean, it was geared towards our generation. I mean, not old ninjas, but me and you, Blue. Old ninjas old as fuck, so. Like his music is like drums and like old school drums, like the very first music.
Yeah,
So,
like
yeah,
in the first string, rocks.
yeah,
We use rocks and waves from the ocean.
yeah. Where's the ocean? Yeah, I mean, it was rather amazing. It's basically our childhood plus Kendrick Lamar, who's one of the best rappers out today.
yeah.
I think he's one of the best lyricists that is, new-ish. He's not new anymore, but his music constantly gives me hope for rap music in general, because most of rap music today is kind of garbage. So, just being honest.
Mumble this.
Yeah, there's a few other outliers. J. Cole. There's a few others out there. But yeah, like having so many really prominent artists on there, and like some we didn't even know we're gonna be there, was pretty amazing. So, what do you guys think?
Oh, Ninja?
I mean, most of the people I knew that were going to be on. The only person I didn't know was 50 Cent.
Yeah.
And I didn't know he was going to be. I missed the part where he was hanging upside down. I saw when he was standing right side up. So I didn't get all the jokes and stuff. And then I saw people like showing all the memes and him hanging upside down. I was like, what the hell? What the hell is this? Well, I missed that part. But I saw booty shaking during his performance. That's when people start saying stuff like, "Oh, this isn't family friendly." I'm like, well, I mean, what your daughters and wives are doing on TikTok don't see family friendly.
But also, I
I'm
mean,
just saying.
they have cheerleaders at every football game. So, are they family friendly?
True.
That's even if they're paid.
Your double standards are showing.
Yeah, I enjoyed the show. I mean, I liked that Mary J came out, and then I enjoyed Eminem's performance. Everyone's all talking about how he took a knee against the
Wait, let's talk about that
NFL.
later. Yeah, I wanted to get into that a little bit later.
Sure.
To take the knee part. Yeah.
But overall, it was good to see Dr. Dre come out. I know he has like 6 new tracks in there on GTA. They're from the GTA missions.
Yeah.
But I guess Spotify released the tracks yesterday, so you can buy the tracks on Spotify separately from the game or whatnot. So that was cool. It's good to see Snoop Dogg out there. Snoop Dogg smoking up before
Yeah.
performing.
Do a
People
big
in New
time
York. So people in New York don't understand it's legal in California. So he was so able to smoke it up legally before he went on. It's not like he doesn't smoke before he.
Isn't it
performs.
legal in New York too?
Every state. I don't know. I have no idea. It maybe is in certain counties. I have no idea.
I mean, you're not supposed to smoke indoors, but I mean,
Yeah.
you can depending on where you are. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if somebody's offended that Snoop Dogg is getting high, like you miss getting angered at that like 20 years ago. I mean, he's been getting high for for a
Back
long
in
time.
96 or whatever.
Yes, like come on, man. It's like getting mad that Willie Nelson gets high. Oh my God, he gets high.
Right? Like really, dude? That
What?
dude smokes on stage.
Yeah,
He,
fuck out of here.
Willie Nelson will, but he'll stop or in between songs, he'll toke up and then he'll go back to his guitar.
So it looks like cannabis was just recently legalized in New York. Like, it looks like it was in September of last year.
So,
And it's only for adults that are 21 and over.
oh.
I think. Yeah.
So I just like the memes that people were talking about. The halftime performance was basically the West Coast Avengers, even though Eminem's not from the West Coast and neither is Mary J. But still, I like the sentiment.
Is Kendrick Lamar from the West Side?
Yeah, Kendrick is from, I think he's from Compton.
Pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah, because he, on his albums, he talks about growing up in the LA area. But I think he calls out Compton and how much Dre's and Pac's music influenced him to do what he does. So, and of course he's like on, I think he's on Dre's label or Eminem's, one of the two. But still,
What about 50 Cent? He's not from West.
50 Cent.
Coast.
I believe he's from LA as well, the LA area.
I don't think he is. I'm pretty sure he's East Coast.
Is he?
Yeah, he was just signed under. I think it was
Yeah.
back then Aftermath. I think
He's from New York.
Yeah.
Oh,
From
okay.
South Jamaica, New York.
Okay. So, but I mean, it's funny because if you think about the West Coast Avengers, some of them are from New York.
Yeah, I
so,
guess that's true.
so because like Kate Bishop's a West Coast Avenger and she's from Manhattan. So, there you go.
So for me, I mean, I was kind of underwhelmed with the Super Bowl halftime show. I mean, yeah, it was great to hear all these classic songs and see Snoop Dogg up there sea walking. Uh, but I don't know, just didn't have that sparkle or that pizzazz that I was expecting for a halftime show. And the set, I mean, maybe it's the camera angles or whatever, but the set looked really small. Well, one thing that was cool was that, like, I'm assuming that the map that everybody was kind of dancing on was that of Los Angeles.
Mm.
I think it was the area actually, Inglewood, because
Yeah.
it's
That's
in
what I thought
Inglewood.
too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
for you to, it's just funny to me because if you notice, there's I think 4 to 5 car lengths of like
Oh yeah,
spots.
low
So
riders.
yeah, but each one is parked in front of a spot, and apparently each spot is symbolizing famous spots in the LA area. Usually Inglewood, Compton, and most of them were stores. Either they're still there or like got gobbled up by COVID, but they wanted to make tribute to very popular spots in the South Central or East LA area or whatnot.
Yeah.
So I think that was cool, and the fact that it's like 4 or 5 car lengths, that's actually pretty big.
I was just expecting more. Like, I guess I want to say like Prince had like a dope ass like halftime show, and
And
even Bruno Mars had a really great halftime show
so
like
did
a couple
Michael
years
Jackson.
ago.
People forget about Michael
Yeah,
Jackson. He's from '93,
Yeah,
but
definitely Michael
yeah.
Jackson. I think Madonna had a great one too, and these are like legends as well. But yeah, I was just whelmed. Like it'd have been, I don't know. I guess I was expecting one thing and I didn't really get it. But overall, like definitely hearing the songs was a cool throwback. And I'm not sure what Dr. Dre was doing in front of that blank white table. It looks like he was supposed to be pretending that he was,
He was making
you know,
making beats that are already made.
making beats.
Maybe he was actually like mixing
Yeah.
in the songs. I don't know. Maybe he was.
I don't know.
I mean,
No idea.
Maybe I mean maybe some use from two futuristic touch screens that you could like what they have in like Star Trek, how they have just the buttons and they just kind of touch the screen and stuff like that. But
No.
yeah, I mean other than that, like having 50 cents kind of come dangling in, I was like, whoa, what the hell is this? At first I thought it was CGI. I was like, there's no way. He looks like he's about to pass out. He was a little bit on he's a little bit on the thicker side. But
Mhm.
I love somebody had made a joke of like they basically said that like, oh, you should have expected 50 cents to be there after 2 quarters. I was
Wow.
like, these
Jesus Christ. But don't.
Hip hop dad joke.
yeah,
Yeah, damn.
yeah, but
Oh, there's a laugh track on here. I don't know which one it is. I think it's this one. Oh, that's the did-it. I literally just did
yeah,
that.
there you go.
So I
Oh,
know
man.
that's
Oh,
the
you missed your opportunity.
I did.
You
I
missed
know
it.
what it is now.
Yeah,
But where's the laugh?
No,
track?
yeah. Now you know.
Oh, wait, no, that's the.
Personally, to me, even though I didn't see, there wasn't explosions or anything. There's a little bit of booty shaking, but I think what took center stage was hip hop itself. Like you really didn't need all that glitz and glam. They just showed, the culture of LA, what was front and center with the sets, and hip hop from the 90s and early 2000s.
Yeah.
Mostly from the from each corner. You had the Midwest with Eminem, East Coast with Mary J and 50, and then the West Coast with Snoop and Dre. I think all of them on stage. Everyone was like talking about buying concert tickets. Like, when do they go on tour? And how
Well,
come
they have the Mount Rushmore tour that's coming out, or Mount
that's Mount
Westmore.
Westmore, and not all of them are on there. It's mostly
not all
it's
of them are.
True Story, E40, and a couple Ice Cube and a couple other acts.
Yeah.
But it's
I
not
wish-
what we saw at the Super Bowl.
I wish what they should have done this. They should have had. I mean, I know there's the hologram Tupac
Mm.
that's out there. Like it'd have been
So-
dope if they'd have somehow incorporated Tupac in this. Like they could have had like a screen in the middle of the ground that just played like a video clip from him doing California. Because that's probably one of my
there's too
favorite
much
songs
light.
by Tupac and the rest.
There's too much light for a hologram. That would have fucked it all up. If it was later in the
It's all
day,
about- this is the future, old ninja.
Dude,
They can do it. Figure it out.
Hey, wait. They could have turned the lights off. They've done that for other performers.
I'm pretty
Like I
sure.
think even
I'm
for
pretty
Justin
sure
Timberlake
it's
when
an
he did it
outdoor-
last year, he had the campfire thing that he did. They turn off all the lights.
I went to that. It was actually pretty cool, but it was an outdoor stadium though. So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure LA is an outdoor stadium
yeah,
too, is it not?
you can't turn
Yeah.
off the sun.
Yeah, unless you
Isn't
fire
it-
like a missile that like destabilizes the sun, but then they would wipe out all of us. So there you go.
No, isn't that stadium indoor? Does it have
Uh,
a cover?
I
The
think
Rams, I don't think.
I don't think so. I can look it up though. It's SoFi Stadium, so I can look it up.
Yeah. Yes, and you can. I think you can do a virtual tour. I mean, you can of the Chase Stadium as well. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it's not indoors.
Yeah. I enjoyed the show. I wasn't.
Yeah, no, it's
I was
not.
satisfied. I wasn't like over the moon, but I definitely enjoyed the throwback and like the vibe was there. Like the crowd was going crazy. Like it was great. I think it was a great performance. I wasn't disappointed by any means, but I got what I wanted. I didn't see like overt stuff. I thought they were gonna go and defy like Pepsi and the NFL and be like, oh, we're just gonna have like be cussing and titties out and booty shaking. But
Sorry,
they
I have
didn't.
to retract my previous statement. It can be made semi-indoors.
Okay.
There is a cover on. There's scaffolding on top of it that apparently they have covers for that can cover it up, but light still gets through. So
It's a convertible stadium.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so I know Onan, you brought up the Eminem kneeling controversy. Want to go a little more into that and how people are big time mad or not? These motherfuckers are mad.
No, somewhere. Well, most people weren't. I think
dumb shit.
the big confusion is that Eminem defied the NFL and this and that, and apparently, according to the NFL, they gave him the okay to do it. Like they knew he was going to do it, and everyone's like, "Oh, he's like giving the middle finger." Like, no, I think they're kind of over it. They pretty much lost. NFL lost the whole Colin Kaepernick versus NFL type thing. Trump's not in office anymore. So
I
they
mean-
gave Eminem the okay to kneel.
Yeah, I mean, the NFL didn't lose much. I mean, they're sort of losing like the culture thing, but they're also
but
they're still fucking over people. I mean, they still have the controversy about having 75% of the players in the NFL being black, but there's like one black owner, one black head coach.
I'm a
And
owner.
I don't think there's any black owners.
There might be soon.
There might
Well,
be, but and they're also like blatantly lying about they had this new bill or this new policy of interviewing, like having it's like 3 positions, like head coach, assistant head coach, and like one other position, to where you had to interview a person of color during the interview process. And I forget the guy's name. I probably talked about it in the last podcast, but basically he got a text from Bill Belichick congratulating him on getting the head coaching job for a team, and the guy was like, "Do you have the wrong person? Because I interviewed for the job on next Tuesday, and it was like a Sunday or something like that. It ended up being that he contacted the wrong person. The guy that got the gig was a white coach, and they were still going to interview the black coach, even though the
Wow.
other coach already got the job.
Huh. Didn't hear about that
Wow.
one. The thing that I heard recently was apparently Byron Allen, who owns the Weather Channel, and he has like his own like corporation, like his own conglomerate, that he was looking to buy the Broncos. So he may be the first black owner. Apparently, he doesn't have the entire capital to do it, but he has some interested parties that would help him, that they would be co-owners of the Denver Broncos. So he may be the first black owner or one of the first black owners. So
Is there a thing about the quarterbacks as well? And I guess I think Cronus and Prodigy have brought up how like 95% of the quarterbacks on the team are all white quarterbacks.
oh yeah, I mean, there's like what, 2 African American, or yeah, 2, because Cam Newton, I don't think he's starting anymore.
I mean, there's more now, but they still use the same like shitty language when they talk about black quarterbacks. So one of the reasons why I'm not watching NFL anymore. Is because when you see, a promising new black quarterback, they basically say things, basically saying that they're not smart enough, and questioning their actual intelligence by saying like, oh, they don't have generalship on the field, and wondering if they're going to know all the plays and like all these things. And it's just like, dude, are you fucking serious? Like, and it's still going on to this day, like this shitty like racist coded language It's like it's just gaslighting, a bunch of people, and they don't really seem to care. They're going to keep doing it. It's done by the NFL and their analysts and the people that are like commentating, the games, and it's like it's totally wrong, but they're still doing it, and it's fucked up.
Yeah, but kind of jumping back to the Eminem thing, I guess there was some other. I don't want to say it was controversy, but there's some idiots out there that are saying like, "Oh, Eminem was the only person to kneel at the halftime show, the only white guy to kneel around all these black professionals. Like what? Like worse. Like here he is supporting the movement, but these other black people aren't. It's like, are you fucking an idiot or something? Like, just like, yeah, Eminem took a knee and these other black people didn't, but like that whole controversy was about taking a knee at the national anthem. Like people were saying that was disrespectful for him kneeling for the national anthem and this and that. It's like, people are just fucking dumb sometimes.
They are. So the story that I was talking about the guy who got, a text from Bill Belichick, you look up Brian Flores, and that's the guy who had that issue. He's actually filing a lawsuit against the NFL.
Oh, okay, that's what that was about. I heard the name, but I didn't know what was going on. So I was like, "What?" And I just kind of moved on. So now I get it. Now it makes sense.
He should have just played along, be like, "Oh shit, I got the job. Oh damn, like just send a direct deposit to this account."
Well, there was something else too. I forget. I don't know if it's this guy. There was another black coach who basically they were paying him $10,000 a game $100,000 to lose games.
The fuck?
And it was just like, what the fuck? And Brian Flores, he has receipts. Like he has his text messages. He screenshotted them from Bill Belichick.
Wow. It's
organization just shady.
Yeah. I want to jump back to some of the commercials. Did y'all see this Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness trailer?
Yes.
This was wild.
The internet's fucking. There people are dissecting the shit out of this movie. Like I think every 12 hours a new video dropped about things you didn't see in the trailer. We're gonna point it out for you. 500 facts about Doctor Strange into the multiverse or into the Multiverse of Madness. Blah blah blah. Like holy shit. This shit's been dissected so much. It's ridiculous. But what's your take on it, man?
I liked it a lot. There was a lot of stuff going on. I think there was a huge reveal in the trailer. If you haven't seen it, I was like, oh, we're going this route because there's a lot of rumors flowing around about who's going to show up in this and what we're going to see and all this kind of stuff. So I kind of want to be surprised, because even though in Spider-Man No Way Home, I mean, the stuff was going around about what we're going to see. Even though it's still good to see it on screen, it'd be nice to be surprised for once. So that'd be cool. But the poster adds more to the flames because it's like, oh, are we going to see this character? Are we going to see that character? The big one now is Deadpool. Like people are asking, Ryan Reynolds, like, hey, are you going to be in this? It looks like you're in the poster. So he's like fighting off people. And when Ryan Reynolds says no, nobody takes him seriously.
Yeah.
So
I would hope so. Somebody's raping him. Jesus Christ.
Oh, God. So it should be cool. I think it's going to be cool to see the different variations of Doctor Strange and maybe we'll see a version of House of M in this because everyone was talking about it in WandaVision. We didn't quite get it, but we might get it in this film. We see more of America Chavez, who to me I think is a little young than I thought that she was going to be. I figured she's going to be an older teen, like 17, 18. She's 14.
Oh, yeah, that is super young. She's supposed to be in her early teenage years, but not early teenage, early college years.
Yeah, she looks 14. America Chavez, who's an alien.
Funny story. So the actress who played her name is Xochitl Gomez, and that's actually the name of my dog. My dog's name is Xochitl. And I was looking up I was trying to look at the poster, and the name came up. I was like, wait. That's my dog's name. Like, what the hell? I mean, I'm not trying to say bad about this actress. Like, I've never seen any of her work, but like, So Xochitl is actually Aztec for flower, which is kind of cool. So that's
Cool.
why our dog's named that. But yeah.
If y'all saw the trailer, what did y'all think?
I mean, I
Wait, is
saw
Bruce
it.
Campbell in it?
I don't know. I saw it. I liked it. I don't want to like try to delve too much into it because I don't want to, get things like sort of spoiled, but not really. I don't want to. I don't want to look too much into it because everybody that's going to like the super detail, it's like why don't you just watch the movie and like fucking enjoy it instead of like trying to delve too deep into it before it even comes out. That way you can set expectations, properly. Because what if something that you thought was supposed to be in it isn't in it, or whatever. But yeah, I think that it might be setting up. This is my vague take on it. It could be setting up the Illuminati, which would be cool, which could go into like Secret Wars. Because if it did that, they have like so much material to go on to. They can introduce a whole lot of new characters, including Namor, a fight between Atlantis and Wakanda, and a whole bunch of like backstabbing shit, and just like the destruction of multiple different universes. So if they go that route, I think it'd be really cool because it's also if they use the Hickman storyline because there was a Secret Wars thing that was from like the 90s or even before that.
Yeah, there's an 80s one.
Yeah, 80s. Yeah, but
with the Beyonder with his.
Yeah, the more recent one is much better written in my opinion. I mean, I think it'll play to a modern audience way better. But Marvel has very rarely stuck to any sort of storyline with previous books in the MCU, so I wouldn't be surprised if this had nothing to do with the Illuminati and Secret Wars, but just some vague hope.
I won't be surprised if we see the Illuminati, but then they don't have any real influence because they're in some universe that doesn't have any effect in the main MCU. We just see what they did to their universe.
You should hope that it's going to be this universe, because if the Illuminati is in a different universe, then whatever universe that the MCU is in is fucked.
Yeah.
So yeah. So who knows what the hell? I'm expecting a lot of stuff. I really like Sam Raimi, and he's a huge Marvel fan. So I'm expecting to see
the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, right?
Yes, he did all three.
Okay, that's what I thought. That was tripping.
So I'm expecting it comes out in May, like late May. I think Memorial Weekend or something like that, or mid-May, something like that. I'm excited. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to go too deep either. I just want to be surprised. Like I've already seen probably too much already. Because shit, it's like what Blue says, because of social media and the things that we are connected with, shit pops up every like he says every 12 hours. I say every 6 hours. There's always some new deep dive, and there's like there's literally a piece of like a fraction of something, and all of a sudden a 12-minute video pops up. Oh, this could be this and this. I'm like, I don't care.
Well, there's one that came up that I guess there's one little broken piece of glass that's animated like a cartoon. So now they're saying like, oh, Miles Morales' Spider-Man is going to be pulled into this. It's like, wow, you guys are reaching fucking hard.
Yeah, there's that. There's also claims that part of the movie might be animated. So I don't know.
That's far.
We'll see. I'm going to sit and enjoy the film.
Do that shit.
Yeah, I'm going to sit and enjoy the film the way I want to. I'm trying. I mean, I know as the weeks come in, the people we're connected with, other podcasts and news outlets, they're gonna be spoiling shit, or at least semi-spoiling shit. So I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna try to do my Stitch, fucking dancing on landmines type thing. But I don't think it's gonna work out as well as I want. But we'll see.
God, I think I brought this up before, but there's some YouTubers out there, and I need to stop following because they keep spoiling shit. And they're not doing it on purpose. It's just that like
they are. Yeah, they are.
No. So they're not. So you have to watch the video for it to be spoiled. But the problem is that YouTube's got this new thing where they'll show a snippet of the video of the person's video, and inside that video will be like a screenshot from like the show they talk about. Like there's one thing with Boba Fett that was spoiled for me. I was like, are you fucking serious? Like, I still watched it, but like, holy shit! Like just that little snippet that they showed in the little thumbnail video sucks. And I know that you can actually turn it off. Like when you post your video, there's an option on there where you can turn off like live video stream thumbnail or something like that.
So to add to that, during the Super Bowl, there was a commercial for the Book of Boba Fett, but it literally shows almost all the huge Easter eggs in the commercial, and it's like during the game. So I'm like, dude, they should have like pulled back at least some of it, but they show you like some of the big reveals already in like this little like 45-second trailer. I'm just like, are you serious? Like, why didn't you guys wait? Because it's like, oh, all episodes are streaming now, but it's like, here's what you can see. I'm like, I kind of sucks for people who haven't fully watched it or are still behind. So I kind of sucks. But there's nothing you can do because it's on national TV. So,
Yeah. Did you guys kind of
go
jumping
ahead,
over to a little bit to the DC side? Did you see the trailer for Black Adam?
I wasn't no trailer. That was like a fandom fucking reel, sizzle reel or whatever.
Wait, hold up. No. I saw some shit.
So they don't get me wrong. Yes, they do show stuff for Black Adam, but they also show shit for
Like a bunch of other shows.
yeah, they show shit for the Flash, they show shit for the Batman, and they show our first look. Well, our first real look at Black Adam. Actually, like other characters besides him. Then we see our first real look at Aquaman, the Forgotten City, and then
Yeah,
we see
that's
the
right,
Flash and the Batman. All four of them are in this one little like 2-minute thing, and we see like maybe one or two new things from the Flash, and then we hear new dialogue for the Batman, which is out in like 3 weeks. Really, it's out March 4th.
Yeah, I think they. Yeah,
I mean,
I don't. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to say Black Adam. It just the reason why I brought up Black Adam is just because we got to see like Doctor Fate, which was kind of cool because that's
and
being
we see
played
Hawkman.
by. Yeah, God? Who's playing Hawkman?
Fate
I mean,
is
not
Pier-
Hawkman. Doctor Fate.
Pierce Brosnan is Dr.
Pierce
Fate.
Brosnan. Yeah, I think that's a good casting for him because he's like old and like he's kind of got that build, I guess, for that character. But yeah, we also got Hawkman, which I was kind of surprised about.
Seeing the wings
in
were
the
pretty
show, 'cause-
cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I guess they're gonna bring in the Justice Society.
Yeah,
Me too,
that was
serious?
always
Yeah.
been the plan. Like he's supposed to like pretty much decimate them, or at least the members that come after him. But he's supposed to fuck them up. So we'll see.
You know, I'm Black Adam looks like it's gonna be a decent movie. I mean, The Rock is gonna do The Rock.
hmm
It's kind of
The Rock
same
with powers.
He's gonna find a way to put his fucking silly fucking eyebrow raise in it. Just watch.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's
He's gonna do
actually that's pretty funny. I like the little eyebrow raise. And his one, he usually uses some kind of signature move once every 3 films.
He's gonna rock bottom somebody with some electricity.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
Fucking vaporize them.
Did his TV show get picked up for another season or like
Who?
how's that? The Rock.
Which
Remember he
show?
had a-
Oh, I never watched
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
He got like a TV series where it talks about him as a kid.
yeah, when he was younger.
Oh, okay. I have no
Which
idea.
is when he
Shit,
was a kid.
what's it called? What's it called? Little Rock?
I
Pebble?
don't know. Damn. Who knows?
Where's the little didn't
Oh,
I know, right?
it's here, man. You can't hear it, but it just went off.
Oh yeah, I can't hear it.
I
Well,
can't figure out the button. It's way over here. So
it should be interesting. I don't know. We'll see. What else was there?
can I talk about? Hold on, can I talk about Cyberpunk?
Oh yeah.
Sure.
So Cyberpunk 2077, there was an update to yesterday. It was updated, I think it was 1.5 that finally released the next gen versions of the game, with a whole host of like fixes in the game. And so I was like, you know what? Let me try and play it. So I stuck the disc back in, and then I remembered that I actually deleted the game from a hard drive.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because I was like, I was kind of pissed about the game because there's a whole host of issues that I have with the game that you can go back and listen to a bunch of podcasts ago. But they're like legit reasons. One of the main ones was like draw distance. When I was like driving around, like watching things like pop in was so fucking annoying. And it was just like it didn't seem like a modern game. It was just like super buggy. So I reinstalled the game, the PS5 version now, and I have to say, so far I've only played like maybe 30 minutes of it. I have to remember how to play it first of all because I don't remember anything about the game. But it seems that the bugs that I saw are mainly fixed. Like I made it a point to like just drive around a little bit and then see like what the draw distances were and to see like if things are popping in. and I thought things are popping in with like billboards, but the billboards are just changing because it's like a normal like digital billboard. So it wasn't that. So it seems like they fixed the draw distance thing, and then they also added in like a whole bunch more like crowd AI things because like before it seemed like kind of empty, and now there's like way more like NPCs walking around. That was very noticeable. I actually had to like tweak the settings in the game because there was too much motion blur when I was moving around, and it's like fucking jarring. So I had to turn the motion blur off, and I actually might turn the film grain off too, because that's kind of it's getting kind of weird. But the graphics are definitely improved in the game for the PS5. The load times are vastly improved. Holy shit! I remember the last time I played. That was another big gripe of mine when I was playing the game, is that the load times were ridiculous. Because I went from basically playing Spider-Man, which had like 0 loading time, Spider-Man Miles Morales, which had like 0 loading time, Cyberpunk, and it's like sometimes the loading times were like, it would get up into like the minute range. And it's like, that's a long fucking time for a load screen. Today, back in the day, it's different. I'm measuring things by modern standards. But the load times were great. Graphics are much better. They're actually finally utilizing the DualSense controller, so there's definitely haptic feedback. There are noises coming through the speaker in the controller. So yeah, I need to remember how to actually play the game to like get more into it, because I just forgot how to like do shit. So yeah, I don't want to get into like any fights right now because I forgot. I mean, I know how to shoot, but I forgot like all the powers and stuff that I had, because I actually went into like, I think what happened with the upgrade, they actually wiped my character sheet. So like with my skills, because I went into my skill sheets and it said I had like 14 skill points available, and I was like, what? Like, doesn't make any sense, because I was like level 10. And yeah, I think they just wiped my skill thing, but that's a minor thing. It's actually kind of good because I can pick things that I knew would work better from what I remember. So yeah.
Damn, you're level 10? I think I was like level 6 when I last played.
I played it for
forever.
a minute.
Yeah, it took forever to level up. I'm like, God dang. And I finished like a really fucked up storyline, and I still barely was like level 6. I was like, damn, I did all this work. And because there's a lot of shit to upgrade. You have like 3 different like categories, and they have sub tiers.
Yeah.
To like do shit. And I'm like, dude, I'm barely getting any stuff. I'm like, either this game's really long or I'm playing this really badly. So
Did you get to play as Johnny Silverhand?
Briefly, it took me forever to get to that point.
Yeah, that's when I actually got kind of fun.
Yeah, I played some. I think that's where I might be at now, or no? I did the one where the love interest character that I had, their nephew got kidnapped, and there you find out, you uncover this whole like organ harvesting, possibly sexual molestation farm or whatever. I was like, what the fuck? It was pretty fucked up. But I solved the case, and like homeboy was super scarred after. I was like, oh, I'm playing as a female in the game, so not Fuda, as Prodigy claimed he was going to be, but he doesn't have the game. He never has.
And you can't play as the Fuda in the game.
Wait, what? I know people that played as Fuda.
Can
they
you
change that?
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't think you could.
Yeah, you could be Fuda. One of Prodigy's friends posted his Fuda chick before he played the game, so I was like, oh, sure. So it looked like there's no restrictions on character customization. Well, maybe like hairstyles. I think you're kind of stuck, but other than that, that's it. And like the boobs, I wanted bigger boobs on my chick, but it was like extra small, and then medium.
Cyber hasn't been ported over to the PS5, right? Like it's just a PS4 game that you're able to play in the PS5.
That's what I was just talking about. So the patch 1.5 unlocks the next gen versions for the Xbox Series X and the PS5. So I have the PS5 version of the game now.
So
it's definitely vastly improved.
So I'm hearing good things. I heard there's one of the systems, I think it's PC, that it might have been weird on or something. With the new patch, it might have messed up some frame rate stuff, but I'm not 100% on that. But I'm hearing mostly positive stuff about the patch. So,
well, I know with the Xbox Series X, there isn't. So in the PS5, you have the option to unlock a lot of games, which is kind of annoying to me that this is even an option. is to like go from like performance or like fidelity. Now, I don't.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's kind of annoying, but I guess it's how you want to play. But it's like, why can't you do both? Anyway, in the Xbox Series X version, you don't have the option, and you're stuck at the 30 frames per second.
Mm.
So, but with the PS5, you have the option to go to 60 frames per second.
That's
That's
really
weird.
Which you know what's even weirder to me is like, why don't we have like 120 frames per second yet? Like, that's what
No
these things
idea.
are supposed to be able to do, but nobody's doing it yet. So, like, what
I
the
think
fuck?
they're scared. I don't think they like. Well, we said
Right
we
off the
can do
system.
it, but I don't think we really can do it. We don't want shit blowing up on people.
Wait,
They scared.
to do the famous quote, they never stop to ask if they should. No.
That's funny.
Oh God, damn, his name totally slipped my mind.
It's Jeff Goldblum from
Jeff
Jurassic
Goldblum,
Park.
that's what it was. Yeah, in Jurassic Park.
And that's speaking of Jurassic Park. You guys watch the trailer?
For
I
Jurassic
did.
World?
The new
Dominion,
one.
Jurassic World Dominion.
Dominion, that's what it was, yeah.
Talk about it for a second.
What did you think, Blue? Did you watch? Yeah, you said you watched it.
Yeah, I saw the trailer, and yeah, they're bringing back the Mount Rushmore of Jurassic Park characters, or the West Coast Avenger of Jurassic Park. So they're bringing back the old school team from the original Jurassic Park series, or for the first two movies, I would want to say. But I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. Like we got the dinosaurs are kind of out in the world, and they're just kind of being fucking dinosaurs. It's crazy because when I was watching the trailer, I was like, you know what? Dinosaurs were like, they went extinct because a meteorite hit the Earth, and it's like, fuck, like mankind were damn near there because of global warming and this and that. Like, I think that the world is probably warm enough for dinosaurs to kind of live in this world again. I don't know. I was just thinking of some weird shit when I was watching the trailer, but
Only in
overall,
certain
I thought it was-
areas. Yeah.
yeah, true, that too.
But
But overall, I thought it was kind of cool. I mean, they kind of touched upon that in Eternals, how like because of global warming, those creatures were able to get out again because they were frozen in the polar ice caps. Sorry,
Oh.
just I'm hella segueing, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at the Cyberpunk thing. So, on the Series S is in sex. It won't do 60 frames per second, but on the Series X, it does 60 frames per second
But isn't it?
because they don't have the same hardware.
But they're saying that
Same
there's a
hardware.
mode that's locked. So on the PS5, you have an option to go between the two, and on the Series X, they said that you don't have the option.
Yeah, but on both of these, apparently on the S, it does not perform at 60 frames per second, but on the X, it does, and on the PS5, it does as well, and at 4K. Interesting. There's some other stuff on here. I guess they're looking at.
I don't think you
weird-
understand what I'm saying though.
workaround.
Like, so if I have the mode wrong, that could be totally wrong. But there's two modes that the PS5 has that the Xbox Series X doesn't. Like, you're stuck in one mode. And I'm not really sure why, because hardware wise, they should be able to do the same things. It's kind of weird. I was watching an IGN review of it, and they were talking about it. So maybe they were wrong. I don't know.
Okay. Oh, let's see. I just clicked off of there. I was looking at this. What's this PC Central page here? But yeah. But anyway, Dominion. It looks cool.
No.
Everyone's back.
This is the third Jurassic World movie, right? Because there was
Yeah, third Jurassic World.
I haven't seen any of them. I need to watch them because they look like they're okay. So
I watched the
Yeah,
first
okay.
one. I haven't watched the
The
second
first
one.
one's good. First one I like, even though they killed Katie McGrath because I really like her very quickly. But everything else was all right. What was it? Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom was like, okay. And then this new one, I'm hoping it's supposed to close out everything. They brought everybody back, I guess. I'm hoping they bring back Jeff Goldblum's daughter from like Jurassic Park, the second one. Can't even think of the name right now, but we'll see.
Lost World.
Yeah, Lost World Jurassic Park. So if they bring back his daughter, that'll be interesting.
It's funny. So if a little fun Easter egg, if you watch Jurassic World, the first one, where the pterodactyls are kind of swooping into the city or the I guess main street, there's a guy running with 2 beers in his hand, and this guy does not drop it. Like he's
That's
like running,
awesome.
like whoa, like he's like dunking and stuff, and he's got the 2 fucking beers in his hand. It's like, oh god, this guy's a legend.
I mean, if
Your
you're gonna
life is
get
online, yeah, spare that beer.
if you're gonna get torn apart, might as well do it while you're drunk.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So does he drink while he's running? Does he take a sip?
Let me see if I can.
That-
Let me see if he does take a sip or not. But
That's awesome.
this fucking funny.
Wasn't there a video of like I think it was like a dad who was holding like an infant, and he was drinking a beer, and a ball came in from like he was at a baseball game, and he briefly dropped his kid, caught the ball, and then recaught his kid. I'm like, that's a fucking national treasure right there. That dude knows what's up. Like
I've
he
not
won all the
seen that.
things.
Damn, I've never seen that, but that sounds amazing. I have to research this one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Like he like briefly dropped his kid, and like caught the ball hella fast, and then got his kid again while drinking a beer. And it's like that's peak dad status right there.
Yeah, that's like fucking like a. Okay, what's the top like a what's the top ninja in Naruto?
Oh, that's
Hokage. It's like Hokage status.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
I'm just watching it. Yeah.
So in Jurassic World, the guy who's running, he actually has a margarita in his hand. So which is actually kind of cooler.
That's awesome.
So if you look up Margarita
That's even
Man
better.
Jurassic World, you'll fucking see it. And like the guy's like running with like 2 fucking margaritas in his hand. He doesn't fucking spill the drop. Wait, he actually does take a sip out of it. Wait, they slow it down.
Oh, that's legendary.
Yeah, he definitely takes a sip out. He's like, it's fucking funny. Margarita Man.
Legendary.
Life online. You know what?
Yeah,
That's-
might as well take a sip.
That's kind of funny how like like in these movies there's extras and there's always that extra that's trying to be a little extra
Yeah.
and they just kind of slide by the editors and it still gets added into there.
They probably impressed the editors. They're just like, you know what? He deserves his limelight.
Yeah.
Or he or she. Or whoever.
Yeah. It's awesome. Oh, Blue is drinking Blue Moon. That's why I brought it up earlier. Okay.
Yeah. Simple.
What do y'all think about this Moon Knight coming out like in a month? Because there was a new trailer during the Super Bowl as well.
I mean, I briefly read a little bit of the Moon Knight comics. So what's going to be weird to me, if I remember correctly, I'm like barely even a casual fan of Moon Knight. But I don't know how well, if I remember correctly, it's a white guy that gets powers from Africa. And I don't know how well that's going to be received today. But
Yeah.
I still want to watch it because he seems like kind of an asshole character and he's crazy. So I'll be willing to watch, at least the first episode, see what it's about. Oscar Isaac seems to be a decent actor. He's been on a string of, decent acting roles. And I mean, he was great in Dune. He was great in, Star Wars. So I'm willing to give him a chance on that alone. But yeah, it looks like looks like a sort of like a Batman type character that can kill people with some extra powers tossed on top. So we'll see. What do you guys think?
The kind of the one issue I have with it, I have no idea. I don't have any background knowledge of Moon Knight. But like with the character, like from the trailers they show, like I don't like that his eyes glow. It just seems like I don't know. It seems and I think it was Batman. What was it? It's the one with the Joker. That Dark Knight Rises. I think it was with the Joker, where Bruce or Batman had like the little lens. He had like basically a TV screen that goes in front of his face so he can see like the old echo rate, the echo detection system, whatever. Not and that was kind of weird. It's like this just doesn't look right to have your eyes glowing. Like you're kind of sticking out. Like you can't hide when your eyes are glowing, and that kind of takes me away from this character. Like it just it just seems weird for it to be that way. But yeah, once again, I have no knowledge of Moon Knight. Maybe I might be a fan of him once I watch it, but I always get him mixed up with this villain in DC Comics, who I can't think of his name right now. Let's see if I can find it real quick.
Is it Midnighter maybe?
Daytime.
No, there's literally a guy named Midnighter. It's pretty badass.
I
think I've brought this up before.
I'm not I'm not super versed on Moon Knight. I know very little about him. I actually haven't read anything with him, even guest starring or whatnot. But I mean, I'm interested. I do like Oscar Isaac, and I'm interested in learning about this character and see where this goes. So it should be cool, and it'll tide me over until Obi-Wan Kenobi series drops. So I'll be excited. I'll be cool with that for now.
Yeah, I just looked up to fact check myself. He gets his powers in Egypt, so
Mhm.
which is part of Africa.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I like that he's like got crazy mental health issues. So
Yeah,
we'll see how he has to deal with trying to fight crime or demons or creatures, I guess, and deals with control. So we'll see. Should be cool.
could be. Yeah, we'll see.
Um, what else was there? There's a bunch of quick stuff. Oh, the Lord of the Rings trailer for the new series on Amazon. That was a pretty large trailer. What did y'all think about that?
I mean, Amazon is bringing. You know, they've been doing like a lot of really good shows, especially recently. You know, The Boys is coming back, Diabolical.
Oh god,
The next
that
season's
trailer.
coming out too. Honestly, Vox, The Legend of Vox Ex Machina, was pretty good. I need to watch more. I watched it before it came out, and the first episode was fantastic. Um, I just need to find time to watch more. And they have a bunch of other shows that are really good. What was the one about the fairies and shit? I can't remember. They have
Oh, I don't
shit.
know.
Carnival
Was that Carnival Row?
something. Yeah, Carnival Row. That's what it is. That
Yeah.
I really like that one. Yeah, I mean they definitely put in the time and budget and quality and care into making some of these shows, and I think this could be like one of their really good shows. Oh, and the Wheel of Time was fucking fantastic, even though they had changes that I didn't necessarily agree with, but I still love the show. So yeah, I think this is Amazon kind of hitting their stride with making shows. That the trailer looked, the quality of the trailer looked right up there with like the Lord of the Rings movies, though those movies were made a while ago, so maybe that's not such a high thing to hit anymore.
I don't know. A good movie's still a good movie.
It is, but
Oh.
when it comes to like visual quality, like special effects, like hitting the special effects marker from 15 years ago is not a high bar. I guess is what I'm thinking in my head.
Mm. We were watching the Desolation of Smaug.
Yeah,
Still, to me, I think the graphics still pretty hold up,
that's a newer
especially
one.
making grown men into dwarves. So I'm just like, oh, I guess instead of hiring actual people that are dwarves or little people, I'm not sure which is the PC term, but it still worked out, and there's some still the dragon looked awesome.
Yeah, but
So,
even Desolation of Smog came out like way after the original trilogy, though. So,
oh yeah.
yeah.
But I mean,
The Willy Wonka did a really bad job of having like a full size person play a little person. The remake, the Charlie and the
Oh, I didn't
Factory
watch that.
version.
I didn't watch that bullshit.
Yeah, it's not that great.
oh yeah, the new one was kind of creepy, and then they're gonna, I guess they're trying to do a prequel before how he gets the thing. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that, but we'll see.
Wait, Willy and the Chocolate Factory or Lord of the Rings?
No, the chocolate Willy Wonka, how Wonka gets his factory. That's what the prequel is supposed to focus on. So I'm not sure if I care enough. If it's done right, maybe, but we'll see. Uh, was there a House of Dragons trailer? I don't know if they
I didn't
showed
see
it or
that.
not. I might have missed it. So, but yeah, there's some cool stuff during the Super Bowl that I thought was definitely like worth me jumping into. Definitely, I'm gonna see Moon Knight. I'm probably gonna end up seeing Batman. I know a lot of people were hating. Um, Cronus talked about the Boys animated show. The Boys presents Diabolical. This drops in a couple weeks. This comes out
Yeah, it
March
does.
4th.
Yeah,
They dropped the trailer today.
it's kind of weird because there was trailers for the new season
Mm-hmm.
before this, and then they started dropping Diabolical, and now it's coming out first. I'm like, this is very odd, but whatever. I mean, the animated series looks hilarious, you know. So I'll check it out.
It's very similar animation style to Rick and Morty. Like
it looks like it's both. It looks like it's both Rick and Morty and Invincible style merged.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's certain scenes where, like, you know, like the characters have like the weird scribbled in eyes. I'm like, this is very Rick and Morty-ish theme, but like the cast list of this show is like ridiculous. Like,
yeah, it's a huge cast. Oh shit, fucking Zolo is in this. He's the dude from Cobra Kai. Miguel from Cobra Kai is in this. And then you got Kevin Smith is in this. You got Kumali Nanjiani. Anthony Starr is back as Homelander. Giancarlo is back as Stan Edgar. Andy Samberg's in this. So there's a bunch more people in this. Holy shit! The cast is actually pretty awesome.
Seth Rogen's in it. Aquafina's up in there.
So
what's interesting is that it looks like what's going on is that, like, I guess some of that V, is it V? Velocity, was it called Velocity? Yeah,
it was.
Maybe it's V.
Compound V.
Oh, Compound V.
Yeah, Compound V. Yeah. So it looks like it gets leaked until there's like people out there who are taking it and they're getting superpowers from it, and like it looks like one of the main antagonists on the show basically wants to be Homelander, and so he's basically trying to. It's almost kind of taking a little page out of was it not Despicable Me? What's the one with the movie with the guy with the blue guy with the big brain? Megamind. I think it was called. Yeah. Where like there was one guy who was a nobody, and all of a sudden he gets superpowers, he becomes a fucking asshole villain. But yeah, I mean, from the trailer I saw, like it is just pure fucking violence. Like there's a little baby with fucking laser eye vision just blowing up fucking heads. There's a guy with a goddamn speaker for a head, and he's just blowing up people's heads. Like a lot of head popping in the show.
It is. I mean, I'm here for it because I like the boys and I like the content. Even though I didn't get.
Wait, you said you like the boys?
The show. Don't do that.
Be shit out of context. Somebody's gonna take that clip.
I'm here for it. It's out on March 4th, which I was super surprised. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I knew an animated show was coming, but I thought it was like going to be in the fall. Now we get it in a couple weeks, so, and we're probably not going to see season 3 of The Boys until the summer, I think, or later. So,
which is weird because they had trailers for that season of The Boys like last year.
Dude, they had trailers, they had character posters,
they had news stories, yeah,
because they had like the guy from Supernatural, he's a Soldier Boy. Like they had character posters from him. Yeah, they have the actress who played, I think, Andrea from The Walking Dead. They have her character posters out there too. There's a couple other people that are joining the cast, so I'm just like, okay. So when is this dropping? And they didn't give an official release date as far as that I saw. There could be one that I missed that's out there now. But
I wonder if Soldier Boy is going to Superman that.
What did y'all? So Netflix had like a trailer for all their stuff coming. The biggest one that I saw was the Adam Project with Ryan Reynolds.
That looked really good. Yeah,
it looks interesting.
Kind of jump back to The Boys. It looks like season. I know this is. Yeah. On here, Looper is reporting that it's gonna season 3 drops Friday, June 3rd.
God damn.
With the first 3 episodes premiering.
Yeah, sometime. I'm cool with it. That'll give me something to watch during the summer, so I'm cool with it. But I feel like I need that show to happen a little sooner. But it's all good. There's a lot of content coming out in the next 3 months, so
yeah, we're gonna be fucking busy.
Yeah, it's kind of busy. Yeah, the Adam Project, Cronus, you were saying.
Yeah, it looked really interesting. Like it's with Ryan Reynolds. I'm pretty sure, right? That was him.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And it looked really cool because there's like he basically comes back from the future to like hang out with his younger self, and he's like kind of like a superhero, sort of, not really, like spaceman type dude who has access to like this crazy tech. He has like this crazy fucking like staff that it's kind of like a lightsaber but kind of not. So yeah, it's like how far can we get away with like making this a lightsaber but not? We'll just put some extra metal in there in the pieces, you know. Just, we're not going to get sued here. But yeah,
it's a nice saver.
Yeah, it honestly it looked pretty cool. Like I like the way that it looked.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think that's another one that's coming out fairly soon as well. I think it's out
In a couple of weeks, I think.
something like that. Yeah. I'm interested in it. It looked cool. There's some other. Netflix did a like another fandom type thing because there's multiple trailers in one, like in one go. But you can watch the Adam Project official trailer by itself, separate from everything else.
Yeah. So it drops March 11th.
Yeah,
Oh,
so that's pretty
nice.
soon too. Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of content coming out that I'm interested in, especially the Star Wars stuff that's supposed to be coming out later on this year. I'm super excited about. We got games. We barely even talked about any games.
I mean, I just talked about Cyberpunk,
except for
but
Cyberpunk, but that's the only one. But we got more games coming. Are you guys getting? You guys didn't
Well, it's
get
not tomorrow. It's Friday.
no Fridays. Horizon, which I'm definitely getting. Did you guys either of you pick up Dying Light 2
no.
or interested in
I mean,
it?
Prodigy did. I know that, but
Oh, yeah. Are you guys interested in Elden Ring when that's coming out pretty soon?
I mean, I'm not a From Software type dude. I really didn't like Bloodborne, and that made me not want to play any of their games.
Yeah,
So
I can feel that. But Jedi Fallen Order kind of follows that kind of same battle technique, which I
Yeah.
really enjoyed that game. So
yeah, I didn't finish that game either.
yeah, I went back to finish the game. The game is cool. It actually has a really good story, and some cool shit. So, yeah.
Dude,
what's
I gotta-
the other one?
I
There's
gotta
a
go back
couple
and
other
play
games.
Horizon Zero.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, I need to go back and play that. I wonder if is it ported over to the 5?
I don't know if there's an upgraded version, but I mean, it's worth playing on any like however you can play it. Like
Yeah.
the story is so good. It's like one of the few
gotta-
games to like where it's kind of annoying to like have to read through text to understand like the history. But in this one, like if you read through the text, it's like actually the storyline's really good.
Mm-hmm.
And like the stupid find the text document things, but it explains how humanity fucked itself through technology.
Mm-hmm.
And
Rise of the
technology now
Machines.
Stomping around, stumping on people's nuts.
Pretty much, and it was no joke either. It wasn't even close for them. And like it was weird the plan that they come up with in the game. Like you have to read it to believe, or play the game to really get it and like kind of see what they did. It's like definitely one of those moral compass decisions. So
So to answer Blue's question, yes, there is a PS5 upgrade for the original Horizon Zero Dawn, and it's a free upgrade.
On here on GameStop is saying that oh, this is Forbidden West. Never mind. That it says Horizon Forbidden West PS4 to PS5 upgrade cannot be preloaded. So, which it sounds like you can't buy the PS4 version to upgrade to a PS5 version. I guess you got to buy the PS5 version.
I'm just buying
You
the
want to play
PS5
it
version.
or PS5. Yeah, they're probably the same price. So why would you waste your money?
Well, some PS5 games are more expensive by like $10. So there's that.
Let's see.
So it's going to be plenty of stuff for us to do. Is any I know Blue, you're watching Peacemaker. Cronus, have you had a chance to watch any of this?
Yeah, I don't think I'm caught up all the way, but I'm more than a few episodes in, and I really like the show. It's so it's so fucking silly. Like it's just so silly.
Like honestly, John Cena had 2021 was John Cena's year because he had the was it 2020 because he was in the Fast and Furious movie. He was in the Suicide Squad movie.
Yeah.
I don't want to say he was like in another movie, and then he's also in this TV series, and like he's fucking funny. But the one thing about the show I can't do is I can't do that intro, like the intro with them dancing.
I love it.
It's
That's the
just,
best part.
It's so weird. I have to skip it.
Dude, just watch it 2 more times. Just 2 more times, and it's you got. I cannot skip that shit. I can't. I love it.
Oh man, it's just the
I was literally
dance. It's him coming in. Just it's so weird.
I was watching a
is
video.
really
I was watching a
funny.
video today of like this black dude who's in his bed, and it was like the first time you listen to the intro of Peacemaker, and he's like, listen to it. Do you want to? It's like my intro.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right. Second time he's like getting up. He's like, yeah, like. And then the third and the third time you listen to it, like he literally memorized the entire dance. He's doing the entire dance. Listening
That's
to the song. I
awesome.
was like, dude.
What's so crazy about the intro is that like it looks like it's choreographed, but it's like everybody's just kind of like counting the beats to the like nobody who's dancing is like a professional dancer, but they're still like dancing to the moves and they're like kind of serious while they're doing it. And I think that's like I don't know, just weird. It's just weird to watch. I just skip
It's
it.
just fun. It's just funny to me the way that Judo Master comes out like at the very end and just like
Yeah.
being held up like he's like on the top of a Christmas tree or some shit.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous. His character's ridiculous on the show. His like love of flaming hot Cheetos makes me crack up every freaking time. Holy shit.
The fact that he uses it as like kind of
A
a
weapon?
almost like a weapon, yeah. He uses it to taunt people, but like yeah, he like will fuck people up with goddamn Cheeto or
Oh,
flaming
dude,
hot
it's
Cheeto.
so fucking funny. Like, I'm pretty sure if you flicked Cheetos at someone, it would sting just a little bit. Not like
You hit
super
him?
hard, but
If you hit
just
him in the
like-
right spot,
yeah,
you
right
might,
spot.
you
Get
know,
someone in the eye
compare
of the
'em.
flaming hot Cheeto and get like any of the little dust in your eye. Your eye's gonna be hurting for a second.
But yeah,
Pretty
this
sure.
show is it's just over the top fucking silly. I think it's probably like one of my favorite DC live action shows that are out right now. I mean, like we have like The Flash and Arrow and this and that, but this one's just I think they're definitely putting the money in it, but like, it's just fun and great. The fact that his dad is the White Dragon, which is like a fucking racist villain and like
A racist super villain.
yeah, and super like with like he's got like Tony Stark level tech. Not even I want to say he's more than Tony Stark because this fool has an interdimensional fucking doorway in his goddamn closet where he keeps
Yeah.
all of his fucking armor and shit.
Yeah, that's just hella funny. It's funny because like they totally make fun of it. Like Vigilante is just like, oh, that's actually pretty good for a racist. I'm like,
Yeah.
God dang. What's funny to me is that like these DC characters, some of these DC characters were on like Arrow, like Vigilante's in Arrow, but he's like this totally ripped, jack dude, and his suit is almost identical to the one on Peacemaker. The only difference is like the visor is slightly different, and then Adrian Chase on Arrow was Prometheus, and Vigilante, his name was Vince, but the suit is very, very similar. And I'm like, dude, that's actually pretty crazy. Like this version of Adrian Chase, this guy's crazy. He's like legit crazy. He's like really weird about justice, and he's willing to like just off anybody at a moment's notice, just like and question. It's like shoot first, ask questions later.
So I was looking up the guy that plays Judo Master,
Mm.
and it's funny because like his name is a name that somebody that I went to high school with, but it's definitely not that person.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
But Judo Master's hilarious. Like, I love that he keeps taunting the shit out of Peacemaker, and they have like this like knockdown drag out fight because they keep pissing each other off. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, and like when they first showed the butterflies, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. When you finally see the butterfly, you're like, oh shit, like damn. And it's good. I like that Amanda Waller's involved. Like we see her, like she's not heavily involved, but it's just like here, take care of this. I'll come check in later, type thing. The season finale is tomorrow, or
Okay.
depending on where you are, midnight tonight on the West Coast. If you're up with us and on the West Coast, so midnight tonight will be the finale. I'm probably gonna watch it after the podcast. We'll see how I feel, because I might be playing Rainbow Six, but we'll see. Yeah, man, it's kind of like Blue said. I really like this show. Like, I thought it was just gonna be like a throwaway show, and I would kind of like shit watch it. But I look forward to this every week because there's always something crazy that happens on every episode, and they say some
Yeah.
crazy shit.
Especially now with
Like-
the white dragon thing, that storyline.
Mhm.
I'm just like, what? Like the first episode when like he just exploded his fucking chick and just like made her like, I was like, what is happening right now? Like,
yeah, it was all bad.
yeah,
I want to say every episode there's like a scene of nudity, but like the one where I was on the floor fucking dying laughing when homegirl was doing when she was like using her tablet to show like all this like slides and stuff, and
Yeah.
she showed her
Shit.
her girlfriend or wife's
Her wife's
vagina.
vagina.
Like,
Oh damn.
I was like, oh shit, let's just, and it was like it was like a full on like bush and everything. I was like, wow, I wasn't really.
It was like
expecting
this fucking 20-inch screen, and she's like literally flicking her bean, parting the lips. I'm like, holy shit! Everyone's like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Did I just see that? Did they really just do that shit? I'm like, holy shit, that was fucking wild.
Yeah.
Wild. And like I was saying,
Yeah.
Vigilante, he's literally insane. I mean, he's funny, but he's crazy.
That shit
Like,
with his
literally
when he was
crazy.
cutting his toes off. Dude, I was just like, are you for real? Like, he couldn't get his couldn't cut his toe off, and he kept making
But, like,
that
the
toe
fact that-
joke.
Oh yeah, that's all bad.
The fact that like he was saying like, oh, I won't be able to walk because I don't have my pinky toe. And
Yeah.
they were like, that's not true. Like you can still like live your life without a pinky toe. But like the fact that the guy was torturing him instead of fucking
Because he
Instead
thought
of
Peacemaker was
Peacemaker.
talking like Peacemaker's like, I barely know this dude. Fuck this guy.
yeah.
It's all
But it's funny because he actually does know him.
yeah, but he like this show's just super crazy.
Dude, it's also funny with like his pet eagle, Eagly.
Oh damn.
Oh my god!
Great fucking name for it.
When he started
Like, that
murdering people,
eagle-
I was just like, what the fuck?
When they're like running through the forest
Yeah.
and the eagle just fucking nose diving people was fucking
Dude, the
ridiculous.
eagle aims for fucking people's eyes. Like literally like comes in and plucks fucking eyeballs out. I'm like, what? Did that just fucking happen? Did I just see that shit? Like what the fuck? Like everyone keeps talking shit that he feeds Eagly chips. Like you feed a bald eagle chips? He's like, yeah.
Fucking
What
alpha
the fuck?
predator bird and shit.
Yeah, he feeds him potato chips. Oh, that shit was hella funny. And he every time he keeps saying it's friendly, it bites somebody. It like
Yeah.
totally nips at them. It's hella funny.
Eagly does not fuck
Dude.
around.
Yeah, for sure.
That one
So-
scene when he's like trying to run from the cops and he runs to that one couple's apartment, like these motherfuckers are literally arguing,
Oh,
but then like
She wanted that dick.
Waller's
oh man.
yeah. Well, that one chick, she like bribes them to like don't say like anything about Peacemaker, but then like the final scene, you see Peacemaker, that chick, the girlfriend or whatever, and then like
Well, wife. That's a
Vigilante
wife.
all laying in bed.
Yeah.
Was that? I
Yeah.
don't know if was that his wife. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he says wife like several times, and she's just like she keeps like taunting like Peacemaker to basically like take her.
Yeah, in an episode, but then at the end, some shit went
Oh,
down because
you
they're all
know
laying in
what-
the bed smoking some
Yeah.
weed.
Her titties were all out. She didn't give a fuck. I was like,
Mhm.
damn. Like, damn.
Yeah, Peacemaker it's a great show, and I wish I don't know. I hope there's a second season because
Oh yeah, they just announced I think today or yesterday that season 2, like almost all the cast members, including James Gunn, who is the creator of the show and director of most of the episodes, they got approved for season 2 already before the finale, and then even Halo, which hasn't even aired, which also airs in March, that got approved for season 2. It hasn't even fucking aired yet.
Well,
so,
I mean, they say that, but
yeah.
I mean, remember the same
There
thing
was
that they said about like what was that monster movie with
Oh, it was the Mummy with Tom Cruise.
yeah, and I called that shit right away. I was like, what? If this doesn't do good, they're not going to make the rest of those monster movies. And what happened? It didn't do good. They didn't make the rest.
there's another show that's coming out soon that's already been picked up for a second season. I can't remember what. Something like. I remember
Was it
something-
Oh, did either of you get a chance to watch this Belair show?
Not yet.
No, not yet.
I mean, I want to watch the first one to see what it's about, but it got kind of weak reviews. But I still want to watch it to see for myself to see if it's good or not because I don't trust the reviewers all the time, and I also don't trust things that get review bombed. So
Mhm.
I'll
I
see for
think it
myself.
was Invincible got picked up for a third season, though season 2
Oh, before
hasn't
season
dropped.
2? Yeah.
Yeah.
But Invincible's
Well,
so good though.
Yeah, and the first one already came out. But I remember before that monster movie came out, the Mummy, like literally before it even came out, they said, "Oh yeah, this is gonna be a whole like monster verse."
And
And
they're pre-casting. They already had people set.
yeah, and it bombed.
So, yeah, it was. I watched the film. It was a terrible film. It was bad. The ending was shit. I was like, damn. This isn't. That's not the way you want to set up a like an MCU style like film. They should just let Jordan Peele take over. He could have made a scarier or even possibly an action adventure Mummy, and it would have turned out fine. And kick off a MonsterVerse, but oh well.
Dude, speaking of shows on HBO, holy shit! So
Here we go.
I decided to stick my little pinky toe into watching Euphoria, and I kind of was hesitating watching it just because it's about like underage kids like doing drugs and having sex on the show.
Oh, and this is
it's like
before you talk about this. This is one of my oldest daughter's favorite shows.
oh shit.
Okay.
She's 19 now, so she's an adult.
But yeah, this show is fucking crazy. Like, holy shit! Like, it kind of has a little bit of a nostalgia feeling to it, just because like we all been in high school and like the people do drugs and when you're in that age you're trying to get laid and like once you do get laid it's like wow, like it's a big thing. But it's crazy. There is fucking people having sex and shit being caught on video. It's funny because O Ninja had posted in the chat like, oh, that's the show where they show a bunch of boobs. It's like, oh yeah, as many times they show boobs, they show dicks. Like like this one guy had like literally like a bunch of dicks in his phone. Like and they show it. He like his girl is scrolling through his phone and all of a sudden there's just a whole bunch of fucking dicks. But like there's people doing like porn. And I mean the main thing behind the show is Zendaya's character. Shout out to Oakland, representing. Yeah, her character is a fucking drug addict, and it's kind of rightfully so the shit she's been through, but like it's just her kind of dealing with that and just constantly relapsing. But like the other characters, like everybody else in his high school that's going on, like one of her best friend is a trans character, and like the first fucking episode, this girl meets up with a guy at a hotel, and the shit just it's like, what are you fucking doing? Like this isn't fucking safe whatsoever. But then like the fucking plot twist that happens late, like I'm not even done with season 1. I'm like 5 episodes in, and like shit just keeps hitting the fan, and it's fucking nuts, man. Like I recommend people watch the show. It's very good, even though it's you got these underage people having sex and it's kind of weird. But like it's crazy because one of the actresses that play a 17-year-old on the show is actually 31 years old, and it's like, and what's so crazy is she's the youngest looking high schooler on the show, even though she's 31. It's I'm not gonna say who she is, and don't look it up. Watch the show and like maybe watch about like 4 or 5 episodes, and then look her up to see which one is the one that's 31. And you'll be like, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way.
It's like what's her name? Like Ming Na Wen or Me When I Shave My Face.
Yeah, but yeah, this show it's really good. I highly recommend it. If you got HBO, if you have HBO Go, if you have other means to watch it, definitely check out Euphoria. And season 2 dropped recently, and I think they're like 4 or 5 episodes in. So yeah, the show's fucking dank.
Nice.
I wish I could add it to the list for last year, but I think it might be good for the intro for this. Maybe. Haven't really talked about Eggplant Awards.
No, we haven't.
Yeah, we're trying to get
behind.
Prodigy and Stitch back on. Might have to change the day of the podcast for Prodigy because it looks like he's just working too goddamn much. And if Wednesday's not working for him anymore, then maybe we can switch the day to something else if that can help him. Because
just like his name is fucking Toby.
They're working him hard, so
extra hard. But I mean, that's what happens when you post too many footage, though. Somebody's gonna come for you.
Yeah,
just saying.
Zuck making him do it.
What else? Oh,
I got one more thing to talk about. So I watched what was it called? There's a Batman animated movie that came out recently.
Is it the Catwoman one?
No. This is the Batman one. It takes place in it's like a it has like Bruce Lee in it, and
I know what you're talking about.
What's it called? I think it was Enter Dragon. What's it? Let me look it up real quick.
It's called. Isn't it called like? It's like a wannabe Enter the Dragon type shit, or something similar. Because Bronze Tiger's in it.
No, yeah, it's called Batman Soul of the Dragon.
Okay.
So basically, it kind of takes place in like kind of the '60s, and we have like we have a guy It's almost like we got Bruce Lee. I can't think of the black guy name from the Bruce Lee
Bronze
movie.
Tiger.
I know that's his name, but what's the? Is that his name also in the?
Michael J. White.
No, not the actor, but in the old school Bruce Lee movie, there was a tall black guy.
Oh, it's something Kelly.
Oh yeah, okay.
Shit. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's his last name is Kelly.
Yeah, but it's the bronze tiger. He's in there. We have Chester. I wasn't a fan of this movie.
Jim Kelly.
TBH.
Okay. Yeah, it's Jim
I
Kelly.
mean, it was cool and all, and like kind of like it kind of had that kind of Bruce Lee style movie, like the karate movie type things from like back in like the 80s, 70s, whatever. But like Batman is in this for like 5 minutes. It's all about it's all about Bruce Wayne. Like it's just not well done. Like it just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't add any pizzazz to the Batman legacy or whatever. Like there was nothing like super cool. It was mainly focused on the Bruce Lee like character, who's something Richard. His name is Richard Dragon, which is short version of that would be Dick Dragon.
I was gonna say it's definitely Dick Dragon.
I'm just Dick Dragon, just dragging all over the place. Which was a fucking everything, like when he said Richard, I was like, oh, is he just like
why has there not been a black? Why hasn't there been like a black porn actor with that name, Richard Dragon?
No idea.
That'd be like the best porn name. Just if you just had a giant dick and your name is Dick Dragon.
This episode should be called Richard Dragon.
We can do that.
Oh man.
But yeah, I mean, the animation was cool. I mean, this is better than the Injustice movie that came out recently. But
that's good because Injustice let me down.
This was just, I don't know. It wasn't a bad movie. It should have been just like an animated kung fu movie. Like they should have just left Batman out of it. And it's weird because like when Bruce Wayne has this thing where when he's Bruce Wayne, he like his fighting is kind of shitty, but when he's Batman, he's like more like, it seems like his fighting skills like upgrade to a different fucking level. Like he has a split personality or some shit, which I mean technically he does.
Yeah, I'm all about to say he pretty much does.
But I kind of hate when they kind of do that where Bruce Wayne is like this. Unless there's people around, which makes sense because he doesn't want people to know that he's like a badass fucking martial artist. But like, he was fighting with one of his colleagues that he trained with, who knows that he can fight, but all of a sudden he became better when he dressed up as Batman. I was like, nah, that's it. This isn't it, Chief. But yeah, it was kind of whack.
Okay.
So Batman, Soul of the Dragon, gets 2 thumbs down. I wish I had more hands, so I gave them titties. 4 thumbs down.
Damn.
And I think right now it's on HBO Max, so if you have HBO, go check that out. I mean, don't check it out unless you want to check it out and be like, Blue, you're wrong. This was great. And I'd be like, what movie were you watching? And what were you smoking?
It's like what we tell Prodigy all the time about Titans. He's like, this is great. Y'all tripping. Like, I don't know, Chief. This ain't it. So, Blue, 2 things. Did you finish Deathstroke Knights and Dragons? Because apparently it's not a series. And it's a movie. Yeah, I don't think I finished it. Because it says it's like hour and a half. I don't know if I don't think I finished this.
Well, it was a movie, and it's supposed to be a TV series, but I guess it just never went anywhere because that was like a whole, I don't know, I want to say like 4 years ago.
Yeah, it's on HBO Max. Well, this is slated as 2020. So
okay, about 2 years ago. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, so
it was on CWC when I watched it because I think I was watching like The Flash, and you know how like the CWC shows will come up after that, and it just came up, and I was like, oh, let me just check this out, and it was a whole entire movie. I was like, wow, this is really good.
Yeah, I watched it because based off your recommendation, but I felt like I didn't finish it. It felt like it was missing something.
When I watched it, it was broken up into series. It wasn't.
It was broken into segments.
Yeah, it was like a 4-parter, but it.
Yeah, so I saw I think 2, maybe 3 parts, and then you talked about this a few weeks ago. I don't know if you finished it, but you were watching Lost in Space. Did you get through season 3?
No, because I can't remember where the hell I left off at.
Yeah.
I started watching a new season. I was like, wait, what? And I went back to the season before. I was like, wait, what? Like,
God.
Where did
dang.
his arm go? I'm just kidding. I have no
Yeah.
idea what he's talking
Help.
about, but yeah.
Yeah. That's all
wasn't
bad.
there a robot?
Yeah. I was hoping.
Where
I
all
heard
the other people come from?
Yeah, I implore you to finish the series because it's a kind of a nice little because it's like 12. I think the second season's like 10 episodes. Third season might be 12 episodes because they complete. It has like a complete finish and I was
Like,
satisfied.
Season
So.
1 and 2, I believe I watched. Yeah, I think 1 and 2 I watched, and it was like the worst. It was a great show. I'm just talking about like it was the worst family trip ever because
Yeah.
every
Oh,
time
yeah.
something shit happened, it was just like the worst side of everything.
Yeah, definitely watched the first, or we watched the first season. I watched part of the second. I don't know how far we got along in the second though, and I forget why we stopped watching. There's so much fucking good shows out that it's hard to. Sometimes like you might slip on one show and it's just like fuck. Like we were watching Black as Fuck, and we stopped watching it for a while, and we finally finished it. You know, I think like last week, but it was like man, that show was really good. But we like other things just came up, and we started watching those, and we have like information overload today.
Yeah.
Where it's like it's so easy to be like a goldfish, like
Yeah, I'm like,
oh look, there's
I've
something
never-
new, oh something new, oh something new.
Like I never got around to watching the like season 2 of like the Santa Clarita Diet. The first season was
yeah,
really
it was
great.
so good,
Oh,
yeah.
But then
Same
it's like,
here. I never finished it either, and that show got canceled.
yeah, I think the show that kind of pulled me away from that was the one with Christine Applegate in it.
Yeah, that one
Like,
was really
Dead to
good.
Me.
Yeah, Dead
Yeah,
to Me
Dead
was
to
so
Me.
good. It was
Yeah, that
just
was and
fucking
that-
dark.
The season 2 or 3 drops soon. I think like in March something. That show was really great. I can't wait for it to come back. Cause the girl who plays the crazy friend, she is Hawkgirl's wife and Hawkman's wife in the Hawkman franchise.
Hawkeye,
Hawkeye. Sorry, damn.
thank you.
I was gonna say,
Hawk
gotta have the same
something,
name.
the Hawk
Yeah,
person.
Vera Farmiga.
Hawk knows. That's what it is. Hakaluki.
Vera Farmiga. 'cause
She
she's
also-
awesome.
But she's also plays Daphne
Yeah,
in
she
the
can-
Oh, never mind. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I forget her name, actually, but she's in the MCU. So yeah, cool.
and she might be an important like character after finishing Hawkeye.
Mm-hmm.
Hawkeye, yeah, Hawkeye.
It looks
The
like
TV show.
her story is definitely
Hawk
going to
people.
be expanded, for sure.
Hawkeye.
Shit, I lost my train of thought. I had it.
We need to wrap it up soon because I still got to edit and I need some sleep. I've been
Oh, sounds good.
moving a lot of stuff, so yeah.
Oh, for sure.
All right. Well, with that being said, Oninja, what you got populating, crackling this weekend? I kind of twisted from last week because
Yeah.
You're not gonna go back and forth again.
Yeah. So I guess on Friday also will be The Kingsman, which barely came out like last month, I guess. Will be on Hulu
Good.
on the 18th, which I did want to
Wow.
see, but it'll be on. I just got a notice from Hulu that The Kingsman will land on the 18th. Apparently, there's a new Chippendale Rescue Rangers show coming to Disney Plus.
Yeah,
I didn't
that
watch the
one's-
full. I didn't watch the trailer, but I'm probably gonna watch it in a little bit. I'm definitely gonna be playing Horizon Zero Dawn this weekend. I'm gonna be immersed in that game. Probably the full weekend. I've been playing a lot of Mass Effect and Rainbow Six Extraction, so I'm trying to build, some teams. Stitch has jumped in with me a couple of times. When we do some of the harder stuff, I'm gonna try to set up because I haven't Twitched in a while, so I'm gonna try to set up a Twitch stream when we're doing some of the like lengthier missions and stuff. I don't think I didn't play. I don't really go as much anywhere, but I guess California, most of the counties except for one, or actually all the counties except for one, have pretty much lifted the mask kind of mandate, I guess, indoors. But I'm still
If you're
gonna wear
vaccinated.
mine. Yeah, well, they saying it's optional, but I'm wearing mine. I don't care. There's so many
Yeah.
people that are hacking and wheezing near me, and I just got out of the Rona like about a month ago, so I'm not trying to catch it again.
You got
and
hit, you
be
got hit
fucked up.
pretty hard too, especially for a vaccinated guy.
Yeah, it hit me pretty deep. But I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to go through that again. At least not until like, when it probably hits again during the fall. But I'm gonna mask up still, and you know, I know people are gonna make comments about it. I'm gonna say, well, that's my decision, not yours. So go fuck yourself.
You can always just slap him in the face. I'm just saying,
Yeah, yeah,
non-violence.
yeah. I mean, I could sneeze into my mask and then slap them with the mask and be like, "I'll chew," and then splat. Um, but yeah, gonna be definitely just. It's mainly gonna be some Horizon. Oh, and if you don't know, the Marvel stuff on Netflix will be off of there, I guess, on the 26th or March 1st. So if you haven't seen Daredevil, Jessica Jones, any of the Defender stuff, I
Stay away from Iron
implore
Fist.
you. Yeah, what was it? What?
I said stay away from Iron Fist.
Oh, but if you're interested, start binging now because you're gonna have a few days. I got to finish Jessica Jones season 3 because I never even started it because I got pulled away by other shows. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna start it probably tomorrow night and try to watch a few episodes of Jessica Jones.
I want to say Jessica Jones is still one of my favorite Marvel live action shows.
This is really
I
good.
know I really like Daredevil. I like Daredevil a bit more.
Yeah, Daredevil. Punisher was good
went pretty
too.
hard.
Shit, I don't know. It's a toss up.
Yeah,
about
Daredevil went
Punisher.
pretty hard. So that's it for me.
All right, Kronos, what you got going on?
Yeah, so this week is actually SF Beer Week, but I'm not doing SF Beer Week really. I did go get Pliny the Younger today, which was nice because there's a place basically like literally a mile away from
Minutes
my
away.
house. I could walk there if I didn't live on a fucking hill. I mean, I could still walk there, but it'd be sweaty on the way up. Going down wouldn't be a problem. But anyway, I had two Pliny the Youngers today at the Bistro in Hayward. It's always the best spot to get Pliny the Younger. So if you're ever wondering like what this beer is all about, how can I get it without standing in some fucking insane line to get it, go to the Bistro when they drop it. There's usually not a line. Today I literally walked right up to the bar. And it was weird because like I was walking in and there was like two babies that were like running around. I was like, what the fuck? So
Though parents really want that Pliny.
well, no, I mean, yeah,
Was
like,
it like you walked into Africa?
it was two, yeah, it was two
Oh my
moms.
god.
It was two moms that were like chasing their kids around. I was like, all right, but I had to like sidestep them to get my beer. And yeah, I had one and then had another, and I was waiting see if Blue can come out and have one with me, but he couldn't.
It's
'cause
fucking stuck in meetings.
I
all
think
fucking
yes,
day.
you might live closer than me, like by a little bit, by a couple of feet.
Yeah, it's yeah. It's I know it's a mile walk for me. Like the Sweetness and I had done it before, not to the bistro, but we went to downtown. It's a short little walk.
Yeah, it's not bad on a flat road. It's not bad.
Yeah,
Um,
I live on a bit of a hill, but it's not that much.
it's not like my hill. My hill's like
No, yours is.
it's like you want to work out.
Mhm.
yeah,
That's definitely a good grade.
yeah.
Shit, even if you have an older car, you're testing the engine going up that hill.
Yeah, that's one of the
God
reasons
dang.
why K-Mac got rid of. I'm sorry, K. She's gonna go by K now, not K-Mac.
Really?
Yeah, there's a reason. That's a different story. Anyway, so
Okay.
K, she used to have a Chevy Volt, and it had some issues going up the hill.
Damn.
Of like one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons why she got rid of it. It's because of that.
Damn.
So yeah, had the Younger today. It was good. But I think I've had too many IPAs. My palate is like all fucked up because I've been drinking Evil 3 by Heretic Brewery like a lot because I bought like a full like case of them. And I probably shouldn't have. But yeah, so the Younger, I mean, Evil 3 is right up there with the Younger. This year the Younger was like a little bit sweeter than I'm used to. It was mellow. It was really nice. It's still fantastic beer. I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad I got to have it. And it's like one of the few times where I actually went out of the house and had a drink somewhere because it's rare for me to do that. Tomorrow I'm going to meet with a realtor about selling the house and
Shit.
moving to the Chula Vista area. I'll be closer to Prodigy and my brother, and I think that'll be really cool if we can sell it. I don't know. We might upgrade the house a little bit before we sell or just sell it outright. We're not sure what's going to happen. I'm going to miss the Infinity base because honestly, I mean, we built this shit
Mm-hmm.
and it's really cool. But we're gonna buy a place that has at least 4 bedrooms, probably 5. And I might just build another infinity base any fucking way.
Damn.
Because this is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, the Infinity Base worked out. I mean, we put blood, sweat, and tears. There's some hurdles, and we learned a few things. And
yeah. I've been wanting to build an infinity base in my backyard because we got a lot of space back there.
Yeah, you can. I mean, you saw what we had to do.
Foliage.
It's totally doable.
Yeah.
And we started purging the house. So we downsized significantly to get into this place. This is why we have the infinity base, because I had, I was working out of my garage and the podcast in the garage for a long time. That's why I built this, because this is only a 3-bedroom place, and it's too fucking small. We went from like a place I was over probably 2,500 square feet to like this house is like 1,100 square feet, which it's too fucking small, and a 1-car garage. So we have to get rid of like so much stuff. And the other day I decided to just rent a dumpster and just start throwing shit out, because like our garage is just like full of stuff that we haven't used in like 3 moves
since you moved in.
No, like 3 different moves. Like we just keep moving the shit into a garage or some other space. So we're just like, you know what? Let's just throw it out. So we're just throwing out all kinds of shit. Like I got a legit dumpster and it's almost all the way full.
God,
shit.
dang.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I'm doing, and it's weird because I'm literally purging to move into a bigger place. So the bigger place is gonna be like empty. Yeah. So that'll be weird, but whatever.
This just gives you the chance to get new stuff, new toys, new whatever, new knickknacks, new whatever. So
yeah, well, we're gonna invest in like storage. That's the problem with this place is we don't have enough storage for stuff. That was a huge mistake. We'll fix that going forward. But real quick update: Rescue Residents hit our first major hurdle. So we bought this fucking ambulance, and the ambulance is supposed to be running when we bought it, and it's not running.
Shit.
Matt from Pre-Recorded Live went to go pick it up last Saturday and went to go start it, and it didn't start. The lights came on, but it wouldn't even click to start to roll over.
Ooh,
so yeah, already significant issues, but it's okay. We will get through it. If it's a starter, we'll get the starter replaced. Whatever it's going to be, we'll get it fixed. We want to make sure that we can drive it back from California. Drive it back from Ohio to California. And we're going to make sure that whoever eventually gets the new RV, because we're going to transform it into an RV, that it runs good, and it's going to run for at least 100,000 miles more, because it's a diesel. So diesels usually run for longer than most gas powered cars. So we'll see how that goes. But we assumed that something was going to be wrong, but not starting, because they sold it as it starts and runs. So
yeah. It's funny because like I saw I can't say the words. I'm just gonna say I saw a paramedic's vehicle. I can say that, but I can't say the word or stuff with an A. But yeah, I saw one on the road, and I was like, you know what? That actually would be a cool little camper type situation. Like there's a lot of space and just the shape of it. Like because there's people who convert like a van into like a mobile home or whatever. But like with an ambulance, so I had to.
Not an ambulance.
An ambulance. But no, like it actually is kind of squared off, so it's kind of easier to kind of build within it. So, but yeah, I think it's very cool.
There's actually a community of people that actually make ambulances into RVs. So it's like a thing.
Right on.
Yeah. That's all I got.
All right, with myself, I can't believe this is happening tomorrow, but my son is turning 11 months. We are almost 1 month away from this kid being 1, and it's crazy. This kid is all over the fucking place. He's crawling. He's trying to walk. He's he hates being like in his play area. If he can get outside of it, he does not want to go back there. He wants you to walk him, and he'll go into like the kitchen, to the living room, back into the kitchen. He wants to play with anything that's in the kitchen, magnets, the drawers, like the kitchen is probably like his favorite place to be, just because there's so much going on in there. And I'm thinking like, you know what, the kitchen does have a lot of shit going on. We got like this big ass metal box. Then there's this other box that makes sound to wash dishes, and then there's like fire, and then there's like another box that beeps when you push the buttons, and it's like, holy shit, this place is like a one. And then like he discovered that we have a doggy door. Like he discovered a doggy door, and so like he wants to go Every time he sees the dog go out of it, he goes to the doggy door and like sticks his hand. Like the doggy door is pretty. It's not flimsy. It's not just. It's like there's 3 paddings because it's kind of insulated, so the cold air can't come back in, but the dog's able to get out or whatever and come back in or whatever. Like it's kind of hard for him to push it open, but he's able to open it enough where he can kind of see outside. But he eventually he's gonna figure out how to get out that door, which is gonna be very, very fucking funny, and I can't wait to record it. But then I'm like, oh shit, what I'm gonna do to keep him from stop doing that? But no, he like actually he actually follows like he used to play with like the dog's food, and like I told him no, like you can't do that, and like he just crawls by it, like he doesn't pay it any attention. And the same thing for the heater. Like we have a wall heater, and like before he just wanted to touch that, but I told him no, like he can't do that. And he actually like knows that he's not supposed to touch that, which is kind of cool. I mean, he'll still like kind of walk by it and like go to touch it. I'd be like no, and he'd be like, oh okay, sorry, I'll just go do my thing.
Those are still the rules.
Yeah, he's learning, which is kind of cool, and he's remembering things too, which is really interesting. So like he knows Alexa. Like if I say Alexa, he looks toward the Alexa device. He looks toward her, and like sometimes he'll say Alexa, but like not like where you can understand it. But he'll say
wait
like,
until
Alexa.
he learns the commands. Riley does that now. She talks to Alexa.
Oh god, it's cute, but like yeah, it's really cool watching this kid grow up, and I gotta post up his 10-month photo thing, but yeah. But we can't figure out what we want to do for his first year birthday just because COVID. Like it's hard to like plan this shit out.
Yeah.
If COVID was around, I'm like, okay, we're going to Disneyland. Fuck it, let's go. Or we'll do like something like our house isn't that big. Like Cronus' house, somehow his house is small. Ours is a little bit tinier, and we have a nice sized backyard, but it's not for hosting like a whole bunch of people. And my dream thing to do would be like to go to like a park or something and have like a catered, like not a taco truck, maybe a taco truck, but like I have one of my friends' kid's birthday or her baby shower. They had it catered and they had like a taco fucking station, and there was like a guy sitting there cooking the meat. You wanted asada, you wanted pastor, you wanted fucking chicken. Like they would cook it to order and then serve it. Like it was almost like you were going to a taco. It's almost like you were going to El Taco Gordo's
to
get fucking food. Like it was.
Damn,
tacos were bomb. And me being a taco lover, I went back to back to that thing, and they were like, "Look, dude, you need to stop. Like, we're out of service. You can't have no more." But yeah, I would love to do that. But other than my little guy growing up, there was something I wanted to talk. Shit, what was it? There's something I wanted to talk about real quick. Fuck, I can't remember what it was. Oh, shit, I was gonna say Attack on Titans, but we can talk about that next week.
Yep.
Oh shit, I know what it was. So, I almost got caught up in a Karen moment today. Holy shit! So I was at Safeway, and like I was just buying groceries.
Was it the Castro Valley Safeway, or which Safeway are you talking about?
Well, there's two of them. So I went to the one that's at the top of the hill. The one that
the Castro Valley one, right? The nice one.
So, the smaller one. I went to that one.
Yeah, it's like right next to the freeway. Yeah. The one that's next to the freeway.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's the nice one.
I went to that one. Yeah, so
Karens are there.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I went to that one, and I'm just pushing my shopping cart, and this woman comes over to me. She's like, "Did you take my cart?" I was like, "Wait, what?" She's like, "Did you take my cart?" I'm like, "Well, what are you talking about? Like my stuff is here in the car. Like I usually have like this, not a milk crate, but I have like this crate that I put inside the shopping cart, so I don't have to have like bags or whatever. I just lift the crate, put it in my car, take it out of my car, and blah blah blah.
That's fucking smart as shit, Blue. Yeah, that's really smart.
I got compliments for it today, and what's also great about it too is that like you don't buy hella shit. You buy enough that fits into that cart, and you're just like, you know what? I have enough stuff, and you just fucking like wrap up or whatever. But yeah, she was like, "You took my cart." I was like, "Wait, what the fuck are you talking about?" Like, I have hella groceries in this cart already with my own kind of milk crate thing in it, and I guess she thought that her daughter had the cart, and her daughter's like over by the produce, and she couldn't see her daughter. And I was like, no, this is mine. But then her daughter came around the corner and had the cart. She's like, oh, she has the cart. I was like, are you fucking serious? Like, this bitch was about to get fucking. She doesn't know who I am. I'll carry that baseball bat on me. I'll fucking hit you with a baseball bat.
Hold on. The question is, was she over 200 pounds? I mean, that's the question.
Yeah,
she
was on the heavier side. But
damn, a heavy.
Like when it happened, I was like,
about to get canceled, man.
Nah, it's equal opportunity.
Equal opportunity only if she's over 200 pounds. That's not it.
How dare you assume my gender? No. But yeah, I was like, holy shit, this is fucking weird. Like this chick could have gone sideways. Like, what if like her daughter wasn't there and maybe her car was like over by the bread aisle and fucking she somehow forgot that. Yeah, I just thought that was funny.
Hold on. This is the best part about the story that I don't think he even thought about. She thought about her groceries, her grocery cart, more than she was thinking about her actual daughter. Not where's my daughter, just where's the cart.
Yeah, right.
This is the Karen's fucking diseased mind that they don't know what to care about. Like,
and what's kind of crazy too is that like I was kind of the person of color in the Safeway, but it's like why did she come up to me? Like there's other people in that, because this happened all in the produce area. There's other people in that produce area. Like why did she? Kind of a little backstory. Like when I got to the grocery store, there was no shopping carts in like the little front area, so I had to go to like the shopping cart corral to get my own. So I can understand that shopping carts were a little bit scarce, but like yeah, she came up to me and I was like, wait, what the fuck? Yeah, it's crazy.
Blue,
I thought it's funny.
You got me looking at milk cartons now.
Yeah, so the one I got from Costco, and it's collapsible.
What the fuck? You're living in the fucking future, man.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Oh, I know what you're talking about. I've seen one of those. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, those are actually pretty. They're pretty handy.
You have a Costco card, right? Because they have them.
I know they have them, but you can buy them for your home. And I think one of my roommates has one, but he uses it for his workout stuff. But he has a collapsible fucking crate. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Dude, this is amazing.
Well, it's pretty. Yeah, it's actually pretty. It's pretty useful.
Yeah, it's. I use it all the time. Like, I have 2 of them I keep in my car, and then like I'll buy something, bring it inside the house, but I keep the other one inside the car, so I don't forget like that I have it. But yeah, man, it just dawned on me one day. I was like, you know what, this would be fucking a good thing to have.
No, you should shop with your drone. Have your drone carry.
I wish. I couldn't carry all that weight.
I'm buying some right now. I found some on Amazon for like $50. It's three for $50, and they're collapsible.
Ooh, click.
You
might want to hit up Costco because I think the one I got was like $9.
Okay, shit. That's way cheaper.
That's way cheaper.
Trying to see. I know, like I've seen it recently at the Costco I went to. So yeah, they're $12 for a 12-gallon black on black or black and red.
And what's it called? Like an actual milk crate?
It's called the Insta Crate for $12.69.
Insta Crate. Well, I'll find it eventually. But yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, man. And they fit perfectly into the carts too. And like, if you overfill them, like you have the basket to fit it in, so you can get a bag if you need to. But like, yeah, man, it's fucking shit's great.
Right on. Yeah, I've seen them.
With that being said, I know it's getting late.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Take it out of here, bro.
You just experienced Black and the Black Times Infinity.
The
dankest podcast on the internet. Check us out anywhere and everywhere with B's and BTIs. BTHANBTI. Anywhere you interact on the interwebs, you can email us, bsandbti@gmail.com. You can listen to us listen and watch us every Wednesday night, 8:30 Pacific time, or 8:30-ish, let's say, on YouTube. Check us out anywhere there, and anywhere you can listen to podcasts, we're on there. And check out our website, our official website, benheadproductions.com/.
cool shit. Okay, anyway, I'm just blowing my mind still.
Shopping?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find it.
You know, shredded chicken with the fucking blend pan mixer was dope.
That is dope. It works for pulled pork too. I did it the other day and I was amazed. It was like magic. Anyway, yeah, brought this bitch. Later, y'all.